tells all those girls.
Hey, that's
My bad, y'all. Y'all know what it is.
It is.
It's Thursday. And if it's Thursday, that means it's time for the Audible Sports Podcast Thursday night post-game show. But it ain't the post-game. We're doing something special tonight in honor of our final Thursday night game of the season. We decided to give y'all something special. We're going to stream it during the game. Y'all get to hear all the shit talking during the game. So I hope everybody on the A game tonight, because we're going to talk about it. And, we usually do it by ourselves, but tonight we wanted to share that screen time. So we got a lot of help coming in this evening, starting with one of our favorites. You've seen him. He's been a guest at Audible Sports Podcast. You see them all across the LTS network. The man, the myth, the legend, the cheesehead, Nick Bodkins.
What's good,
What's
boys?
Bro?
Hey, as long as you put
What's
legend
good, boys? Merry belated Christmas to you gentlemen. I hope you guys had a great Christmas, and we only got 365 more days till the next one.
Joy.
Absolutely, and I hope they go slow as hell, because I'm broke as hell right now, boy. Them holidays will wear you out.
Man.
Amen to that.
Who you telling? And
I know tonight's game doesn't really affect your team. We got the Seahawks and the Bears. I mean, the Bears ain't much of a factor, so it don't. But as a Packer fan, I know you like to see them lose whenever possible. You probably follow this team closer than any of us. What should we expect from the Bears this evening?
Yeah, I mean, the Bears are in disarray, right? Like, their defense is actually taking a worse hit since they fired Matt Eberflus. At least when he was there, their defense was capable. But right now, their defense isn't very good. And their offensive line has been horrendous all throughout the season. Like, that's been the biggest problem. I mean, that's been their biggest problem for the last 4 years. When Justin Fields was there, the poor kid was getting beat to death. Right. Now Caleb Williams is getting beat to death. And much like anything else, you always see, like, I feel like a lot of the fan base believes in Caleb. Half the fan base, didn't believe him. But I think half the fan base before he was drafted, they didn't want him. And then half of them did. So maybe, I don't know if you're getting any like guys that, are flipping sides. But I do feel like Caleb's played great, are good. I don't want to say great. Like, he doesn't have any interceptions. So he's not really forcing the ball, but he's taking a lot of hits. He's, getting sacked a lot. And to me, my biggest complaint is just watching him, as sure as a lot of other people, is, man, the body language. Just the rolled over and the
right.
Look like he drunk, leaning on his uncle, at the barbecue after having too many. It's just that it's, that's my biggest problem with him. I think the kid can progress. They got to nail the next head coach and who that's going to be.
Okay, for all fair points. I wasn't a huge fan of him coming out. I didn't think he'd rise to an elite level. Still don't. Where would you put him on the? I'll say the Kirk Cousins line. That's what I like to call it. Do you think he'll finish his career above or below the Kirk Cousins line?
I'd say just above Kirk Cousins. Like, I think he'll be now. I mean, that's production wise. Money wise, I don't know if he'll make. I mean, Kirk Cousins, who his agent goes in the Hall of Fame, but I think he'll finish above Kirk Cousins. Do I think right now I see a guy who's going to lead my team to a Super Bowl and a championship if I'm a Bears fan. I don't see that, but at the same time, if I'm a Bears fan, I might be saying this is the best that we've ever had, too.
Okay, that's fair. That's very, very fair. What you got for the man, Martha? Before looks like kickoff is approaching.
No, I think Bakins pretty much hit all the most important talking points. I don't know what the franchise. I don't know what the owners, what the GM, what the coaches. What did you expect you were going to get from Caleb Williams behind a trash online? You didn't rectify it for your last quarterback in Justin Fields. You ship him out and made it seem like he was the problem. No,
Mm-hmm.
I think the franchise is Chicago Bears, which is well historic, well known, been a part of the NFL for hell since probably the beginning. Um, but lately, over the last 15, 20 years, it's just bad management. And they just got to own up to it and just be honest with themselves that, hey, we haven't made the smartest moves when it comes to personnel, comes to coaches, comes to quarterback, comes to anything. Ain't too many sunny days out there in the Windy City. There's a lot of bad football being played for sure. But other than that, man, yeah,
This is how bad it is, Mar. They had Jim Harbaugh called the phone and said, "Hey, I don't mind. I don't mind being your head coach. Let me become the Bears head coach. Let me come home. I was a Bears player. Let me
yeah,
come home back to Chicago. We can do this." They said, "No thanks. We're good with this Matt Eberflus right here. That's our guy." Because they knew if Jim Harbaugh came in, that he was going to change the culture.
yeah,
He's not. You're not going to be able to tell Jim what to do. It's his program.
true.
And they said, "No way. No, 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 we can't have that. We don't want winning here. We want mediocre here." That's what they got. Then they're like, "Oh, you know what? We need to win some off-season headlines. We'll go ahead and bring in Keenan Allen. We'll draft Rome Dunze. We're a good Madden team, but the field on the real field, it's not. It's not a Madden team. You have to have real life guys who can smack you in the face, and the Bears don't have that. Especially on that offensive line. It's Swiss cheese."
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, every time they get a guy like that, they let him go. You let Khalil Mack walk. You let
Yeah.
who was my guy that went to Roquan Smith. You let him walk.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Every time somebody develops on the defensive side of the ball, you let them walk.
yeah,
Yeah, and they gave up a second for Sweat as well last year when you could have
Right.
just waited till the free agency and signed him to a contract because you're a rebuilding team. You kind of need the draft pick, and then Sweat's not he's a really good ball player, but he's not a franchise saving ball player.
Right.
facts.
Yeah, another man. Hey, on Madden, I had like 35 sacks in one season with him. No, he's fast as hell. Man. So, no, not gonna
Yeah,
lie. But yeah, I'm right there with you. And we just saw our guy Allen. Shout out to Allen. He'll be joining us later, actually. So yeah, CM Punk said it best. The Bears need to be sold off, and there's a couple of franchises in the NFL like that. Cleveland Browns at one. What happened? I didn't say that.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's one in Arlington, Texas too.
Well, there's to me, I would say the NFL top pick is overrated. Maybe
Who's the top pick? Or are you talking
Caleb
about
Williams.
Caleb?
Unless he's
thought-
saying the number one pick, like to get the number one pick, is bad, is overrated. I mean, that might be true too because how many number one guys? Only you look at number one overall draft picks. How many of those guys have won the Super Bowl?
I
Peyton
mean,
Manning.
Overall, yeah, you got Peyton.
Yeah.
Eli.
Troy was Troy a number.
Eli.
Yeah, Eli was Troy a number
Now
one. I can't
Troy,
remember.
yeah, Troy was number one, I think, right? Number one overall.
Yeah,
I believe
so
so.
I believe so.
Uh,
So there's like three guys.
There's,
Eli
that,
Manning
I
being the
mean,
other.
I think it's
Off the
less than
top.
you would think.
Yeah,
Less than,
yeah,
but I mean, to be fair, also we just really got into a generation where the quarterbacks were number one. Remember, for a long time, it was running backs. There's always the best available trench guy, whether it be offensive lineman or defensive lineman. So, yeah, we haven't been in a eight. It's not like there's 100 quarterbacks to choose from, and that's it. There's very
Yeah,
few.
yeah, yeah. Look, I'm surprised this year. There's more. I feel like there's more bad teams than there was good teams. Like, and maybe that's every year, but this year I just feel like the below mediocrity, like teams that aren't even going to be really 500. It's just like, holy crap, you guys, these teams are dog shit. And there's only really 3 to 4 teams where you're like, that's a team that could win the Super Bowl.
Absolutely, I agree with you, man. And I'll start with my team. They definitely thought they'd be better than they were. They turned out to be absolute trash. I think we underestimated how important Nick Chubb really was to our franchise. We lay weight every year. Oh, Myles Garrett is Nick Chubb is really the best player on the franchise. But yeah, you got us. You got Houston. Like, where did they go? A lot of people had high hopes for the Texans. The season they're having. I mean, they're still going to make the playoffs.
By default, right? Because everybody else in their division might be the worst division in all of football. So by default, but they haven't beat nobody. They haven't beat like a playoff team or a team where you look like, oh, that's the team that we thought was going to maybe be in the AFC Championship game. Like right now, they won't even win I wouldn't pick them to win a playoff game.
No, I wouldn't pick them. I wouldn't pick them to beat Oregon. Right. Bro, they got smacked up yesterday, bro. Yeah, oh my god. Like, yeah. But yeah, I'm with you, man. It just feels like a down year across the board in NFL. What do we got? Like, there's still 3 divisions where the division winner hasn't won 10 games. Did this late into the season? That's crazy. We got the NFC.
If you think about it, right, this would be normally the last week of the regular season too.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like a couple years ago, this was it.
Mm-hmm. That's freaking crazy.
It's crazy how bad teams are.
Yeah. Getting ready to kick off. The Bears kicking off. Seahawks receiving. Opening kick. And that kick is almost went out of bounds. Oh man, Seattle, man. Seattle was one of my surprise teams to start the season. They've been up and down. What do you think about the Seahawks so far this season?
I mean, it's like they got to have. I was just going to say they got to have this one tonight. But in talking to our guy, Football Talk with Bo, he's got to. He's kind of said their offensive line is kind of Swiss cheese too. It's not very good, and maybe that's the common theme of why all these teams are bad is they didn't invest into the offensive line. I think Jackson Smith Najigma has taken that extra step. Like everybody, he is become their number one guy. Like every time you turn on to a Seahawks or it's red zone, it's him making the big play. I think Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf have taken a step back as far as who's number one in that wide receiver.
You think it's DK's last season in Seattle?
Ooh, that's a good question. It's possible. It's possible. Anything is possible. But what's a team going to trade for DK? Because I think he's still under contract. He just signed that a big deal a couple of years ago. So,
hey, if you find a team desperate enough, you could get at least one first.
One first. I don't even think a team's giving up a first for him at this point in time.
If you create a bidding war, I think you could squeeze a first out of some. Especially a contender, because that'd be a late first anyway. Team like if just the Chiefs wanted to do it, if they really wanted to get a threat like that.
Wait, a first for DK? You just say a first?
You're gonna be picking 32nd.
Shit.
No, I think a second.
That is a second, basically. Unofficially, that's the first pick of the second round.
Not true, but I think y'all were being generous. The highest I would go for DK is third. That's as high as I can go for DK. It's not that he's not talented. It's just that I've seen him disappear for some games, and for the size that he's at, it's like, bro, where you going? Like, you are not supposed to be disappearing when you are probably one of the biggest wide receivers in the league. We're talking about size and actual physique. Like, this dude's just
he's like T.O. to me. Yes. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Minus the dog, because T.O. was a dog.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you expect T.O. type from him. Yeah. And say what
No,
you want about T.O.,
Yeah.
but he always brought. You knew he was going to bring it every game.
get your popcorn
Or
ready.
even Josh Gordon. That was my pick when he first came out. I thought he was Josh Gordon without the off the field issues. But yeah, Josh Gordon has some dog in him.
Now he did. Josh Gordon has some dog. I think he kind of got a little picked on a little bit by the front office for smoking some weed, but it is what it is. It was against the rules, so
Yeah, dumbass, stop smoking. Hey, we are ready to hand you $80 million. Can you just stop smoking
Yeah.
weed, bro?
But it's
Like-
funny that we say that, but now it's legal in most
Yeah.
states, and they don't even test for it. You know what I mean? Like he was just playing at the wrong time. You know what I mean? At the wrong time, at the wrong era.
Yeah.
See, I look like they're moving the ball on this first drive here. It's picking up
You
another
better.
first down.
Come on, Bobby. You better move the ball on Chicago. I mean,
Yeah. Seattle's
Hey, man.
got to have this one. The Rams are right there, breathing down their neck as well. So like that, those are the two teams that are left in that division to win this thing. I like the Rams to win this division still, but
yeah, they're playing better.
yeah, Alan said the Cowboys though they gave up a second, or was it a second or third for old dude that used to play for the Panthers.
Oh, Mingo, they gave up third or fourth. What was one of those?
Yeah. So for DK, Jerry would give up a first for him. Probably trade CD.
He probably give up the whole draft.
I think they'll probably give up CD for him. Yo,
The whole draft, man. Come on, we give you the first, second, third, and the future fourth, and then give him an extension for.
That's
Go
nuts.
ahead, give him 105 fully guaranteed.
That's crazy.
Is McCarthy getting fired? Do you guys think Mike's getting fired?
He should. I don't think he should.
But
Like,
I mean, right now, who's the better option? Who's your hire if you get rid of him? I don't.
That's part of it, too.
Oh, that's a terrific run.
Mike Vrabel. Is Vrabel better than him?
Do you really want to go?
I don't know. Mike Vrabel was a solid coach. I thought he kind of got a little bit of the I guess the blame for the failure in Tennessee, but they're still having problems, and he's not even in the building. It hasn't been.
They have worse problems.
years.
They're worse off.
Yeah.
They're worse off. Yeah.
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 So we got to remember, it was 3 years ago. He was the number one seed in the AFC and with a 12-5 record or something like that. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
can't sit here and act like the guy can't coach. I thought he kind of got a little raw deal in Tennessee, scapegoated, but it happens. So I'll be curious to see if he gets another turn in the NFL. I can see him doing it.
I think he's still monitoring.
I don't think the Cowboys would be
State
the best
situation.
fit for him. Yeah. He could go to Ohio State. Yeah.
Oh, good
Oh
job.
yeah. No, he'll go to he could go to Ohio State for sure because he's alumni. We can't forget your boy Ryan Day. No matter how many regular season wins he gets, this man comes up short at that damn messing around in the playoffs against tougher teams. So
I thought he had to win that. Ryan Day had to win that game the other night to be safe for a job. If he lost that game to Tennessee, he's probably fired.
Oh yeah. I agree.
Yeah, he's probably fired the next day
Oh, yeah.
because if there wasn't a playoff, he probably wouldn't be there today. You know what I mean? Like if there wasn't a playoff and they like missed the national championship game, and then he's probably fired if there's not like a 12-team playoff.
Yeah, I probably agree with that. I'm just what you guys thinking about the expanded playoff.
Dude, I hate it. Well, I was hating on it, and shout out to Jim Behringer because I was like, I just wonder. I don't have a dog in the fight,
Right.
so I just wanted to catch a good game, and there wasn't one damn good game. None of the games
there
were any good, and I was like, well, this clearly, and you could argue maybe which team or team shouldn't be in there, but I was like, they clearly, to me, too many teams. But there is a tweet that was sent out. I got to find it here. I saved it. Where pretty much like over half of the college football, when it was 4 team, had blowouts as well. So like it's nothing new. Here it is. 16 of the 30 playoff games in the 4-team era were decided by 3 scores or more. So over half, even when it was 4 teams of the 30 games, were blowouts as well. So college football is just getting. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to fix it, but as a person that's not a fan and you just want to watch a good game, you could turn all those games off by the third quarter. It wasn't worth watching.
Yeah.
But here's somebody I forget who, so forgive me. But if you guys heard as well, just let me know. Somebody made the point that this is an opportunity because we usually see in the bowl games, everybody talks about the Southern dominance, whether it be the SEC or the teams from Texas prior to joining the SEC. They never play in conditions. But with this new format, now you got your teams traveling there playing in that cold weather, like the Ohio State Tennessee game. That game's 20 degrees at kickoff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tennessee don't do that. So now you got these teams from South SMU, Tennessee going up north to play, and it kind of even balances it out before you hit. Obviously, now the next round will be neutral field, so it kind of gives.
I don't like that either, though. I think if you have the first round bye, why not go play at home field?
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Botkins. Like we earned this. Like, let us have the advantage of having our home field, our home stadium, our home crowd. We took care of business in the regular season. Because my thing is, and I'm glad you brought up those numbers, Botkins, because I did a show on one of my shows one time, and I went on a crazy rant. And it was about this time last year because everybody was upset about Florida State. And I was trying to tell people, I'm like, it don't matter what teams you got in here, 4 teams, 12 teams, 16 teams. NCAA has showed more times than not, there's blowouts everywhere. And it popped up again. So you go from 4 to 12 teams and you still got the same issue.
Now we're just getting more of them.
Yeah,
we just instead of one blowout, right? When we had the 4 teams, it was like 1 team blowout. Now we're getting more of them because we got more games.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I'm kind of similar to you, because I don't know what's the right answer to fix it. But right now you keep pretty much going in the same circle, putting a Band-Aid on a bullet wound, trying to fix the blowouts, and I don't think you really can. It's kind of like I sometimes, man, just keep it simple, man. I was fine with the 4 teams, cool, but now you're at 12, and I'm kind of like, I was looking at those games last week, and I'm like, it's only probably about 7 minutes of competitive football when Clemson made it a 1-score game against Texas. Other than that, I was like, I guess I'll start playing Grand Theft Auto or something else because this shit ain't. So it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't know how you fix it in college, man. But it's curious to see how they get it.
So to me, this is, I kind of have an idea. I've said 12 is too. They're going to 14 next year, so I think 6 is or 8's the best number. You get your 5 power conferences and then 3 wild cards or 1 at large or whatever you want to do, right? So then, and then. I think if you have a first round, that would alleviate the bye. But and you can play the home games, I think get rid of these other fictitious bowl games. Let the only neutral field game should be played in the national championship game, much like the NFL, and seed them, and don't seed them, and then seed them like even if you're going to keep this bracket, let's just say hypothetically keep 14 or 12, don't seed them like. They won this. They won the Big Ten. Blah 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 blah. They get buys, right? Nah, just jumble them up like you would the NCAA tournament, right? Like, you can put that in there, but let it be like 1 through 8, 16 teams, and like, okay, this is how we're going to seed these 1 through 16. Don't worry because they won the Big Ten doesn't mean they should be the 3 or 4 seed. It should just be like, hey, they are, seed them at, where they need to be seated, like they do with the 64 teams in March Madness. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I like it.
And Caleb Williams just missed third.
They want to hire me, to fix it. I'm
You're available.
I'm available.
I'm available. Probably cheaper than the dudes that they paying to do it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Caleb Williams just missed third down. Bears punting on their first possession. Rain starting to come down a little bit harder.
I'm sure you guys have seen the rounds now where he texted Tory Taylor. Caleb did when he was drafted and said, "Don't worry, we won't be needing you much." And now Tory Taylor's got more punting yards than Caleb has passing yards.
Oh, don't! I mean, Tory Taylor's a hell of a punter. Bro, I'll give you the stat I gave on the game last week. The Cleveland Browns punter has more punting yards than the Cleveland Browns have yards.
Yeah.
Not just the whole team.
Is Stefanski is safe or fired, Bobby?
I think he's safe for one more year.
Deshaun back or gone next year?
He has to compete. Unless somebody takes the contract, like you can't. Obviously, what am I thinking? What's the word? The union. You can't just send him home. Like he has, if he's healthy, he has to be given the opportunity to compete for his job. So
they gonna cut him or no?
No, you can't cut him. It costs too much. We would literally have to trade like 3 or 4 players' salaries to cut him and be able to field a team. If we cut him, his cap number skyrockets to like $85 million.
So it's like one more year, right? They have like one more year.
Yeah, you go one more year and then you can cut him and kind of. Plus, I don't think our front office believes in this year's quarterback class. The quarterback class you want to get a QB from is probably 26. And all plans that are being, pretty much, because the plan basically, and this is why I say we got to we need to change the ownership. His focus is on 2029 and getting this dome completed and setting up everything to be ready for this dome and field the team for that. 90% of this roster ain't gonna be on the roster in 2029. You know what I mean? So all his plans are for the future and trying to make this dome successful and trying to sell PSLs. You know what I mean? So how do you do that? You got to get a franchise QB. And so, I think everything is lined up for us to work the process, quote unquote, and try and go for that franchise QB in 2026. I think that there's a strong possibility.
That's the slogan. Awful for Archie. We're awful for Archie.
Yeah. There's a strong possibility Myles Garrett could get traded this offseason. Very strong.
Woo. Come on to Green Bay. I could use you. We could use you in Green Bay. I don't know if we ain't going to pay all the money, but.
I mean, he's basically made it be known that if he doesn't feel the franchise is heading in the right direction, he'll ask out. And at this point, it just makes sense. Like, we're not going to be in contention next season. We probably won't be in contention the year after that. Like, unless there's a QB out there that just Justin Herbert or something. It's like, man, I hate San Diego. I want to get it, and we go after that type of guy. Like, there's nothing. There's no short-term fix for our quarterback problem. I'm afraid that Nick Chubb we've seen his best days. Obviously, I'm hoping next year, a whole year, 2 years removed from his injury, maybe he can come back. But I'm not feeling confident in that either. It's just rebuild time. And I said it on our show last week. For me, forget rebuild. We need a complete rebrand. Everything good about football in Cleveland went to Baltimore in 1996. Like, and just keeping that. Hey,
at least you got a dope elf on the center field logo.
They shouldn't. I don't like. Real. I don't like the dome idea either in Cleveland. I believe like Cleveland, Chicago, Green Bay, like those teams playing outside, like that's part of the elements of who your team, what makes you.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you can't tell me. I don't know if you watched it, but that Thursday night game a few weeks ago against Pittsburgh, like that was a magical football game, man.
Yeah,
Watching that
yeah, I
snow,
did. Yeah,
man, that would like you can't beat that. And as a player, when I played, I love playing in the snow. It was some of the
Oh,
funnest games I ever played.
yeah.
love
But it's all about money and making people comfortable. And I will agree with what some people say. Hey, playing in it is different from sitting and watching.
Yeah. Or sitting in the house watching it.
Right.
That's true. And you build a dome. You build a dome. You get it. Usually, if you build a dome like that, you get a Super Bowl too. So that
Yeah.
brings in more money, more revenue.
It's not even worth
Obviously,
it. You're talking about one game every 80 years, maybe. Like when
yeah.
Detroit's had a dome in this era where they get the Super Bowl like once every 30 years.
Well, they've only got
I
it
think
once so far. Yeah.
I
No, they
think
had
they've
one
got
back
it.
in the day. You had the one with Jerome Bettis. Remember, he was returning home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
that's the
think
one I
that
was
was the
thinking.
last one. Yeah, that was the last one. And then
So,
before that, I think it was the first time the 49ers played the 49ers played the Bengals. I think that one was in Detroit. So that'd be what
Oh yeah, that's like
1980.
when they had the Silver Dome. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got you.
Yeah. So I mean that like the Super Bowl I care less. I mean obviously yeah it's some money, but yeah.
hey,
Now Final
I,
Four, I go back
yeah,
home for that.
Yeah.
yeah. Now, I got you. Hey, real quick. I kind of, I kind of said this before, and I think I'm ready to say it again out loud to the masses. If I'm Chicago Bears, while I got Caleb Williams, don't get no other head coach. Throw all the money at Lincoln Riley. For some reason, Lincoln Riley got the most out of Caleb Williams, and I don't know how. But
As a Packers fan, I hope they do that. But as a Bears fan, I'm afraid that doesn't happen.
well, okay. So let me preface this, Botkins. I don't think Lincoln Riley's going to be successful in the NFL. I don't think he runs a program. I don't think he runs an
Okay.
offense that's going to be conducive to winning in the NFL. I don't. I
Okay.
think he'll be trash in the NFL. So let me preface that. All right. So let me get that out there. What I'm saying is that now that you've done so much, and you got Caleb at the first round pick. You don't want to keep siphoning through quarterbacks in the first round. I'm not saying you're going to be successful, but at least it make it look like you give a damn about being successful with Caleb Williams, and go get the guy that kind of coached them to some good regular season wins. That's about it. I don't think you're going to make a difference. I don't think it's going to change the franchise, because there's so many other problems that the Bears have that they got to fix. But if you're talking about head coach that needs to get filled, I I don't. If I'm a coach, I'm staying the far away from that franchise is as far as possible, because I think it's trash. It's poorly ran. But if I'm Lincoln Riley, I might fail, yeah, but I'll go ahead and get that guaranteed money.
But
You know,
USC's probably praying that he leaves to go to Chicago too, because like
oh
that
yeah,
Yeah.
that's America.
oh yeah, I'm pretty sure
That
too.
Absolutely.
either.
But I just for
Let,
me,
let me let me say
don't see a coach. I don't see another coach to being desired to go to that franchise. I don't. I wouldn't volunteer for that job.
yeah. The Bears screw up every time. Like you look at their last like three quarterbacks, right? So when Mitch Trubisky got drafted, they had a lame duck head coach, new GM.
Hmm.
Then they fired John Fox. They bring in I don't even know who they brought in after John Fox. It's been so, but it was from the Chiefs.
Wasn't it Mark Trestman?
No, that was before him. It
Okay.
was the guy from the Chiefs, Matt
Matt
Nagy. Matt
Nagy.
Nagy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So then they brought in. Then they bring in Matt Nagy. Then Nagy's a
Hmm.
lame. They bring in Nagy's a lame duck coach. They draft Justin Fields. So Fields is a new quarterback, new head coach. Head coach on the. Then he gets Then they bring Eberflus in. Then Eberflus is a lame duck coach, and everybody knows that, right? Going into his last year, guess what? They draft Caleb Williams. So now Caleb is learning system for a new year. So his second year, there's no continuity between his first year and his second year, and that's really the problem, is that you can't. They're not run the same system. Like Jordan Love, like is sat for 3 years under this, not only just under Aaron Rodgers, but under the same coach, same system, and everybody else. And guess what? He comes in and ready to play. I know the system for 3 years because I've been sitting behind it for 3 years. So there's some continuity there. These teams that do that, they fire a head coach, and let's see if he can fix the quarterback. Okay, we couldn't fix the quarterback, so let's get his own new quarterback that he can't fix. Well, guess what? The coach still stinks, and then repeat the process. The Jacksons might do the same thing. Like they gave Trevor Lawrence all this money, but now their next head coach is going to have to figure out how to make sure he plays well.
Exactly. Bears has made a great special teams play, pinned him on the 5-yard line.
You mentioned Lincoln Riley, but really, did Caleb progress from his 1 year at Oklahoma to any of the time that he was at USC?
Me personally,
he played the exact same.
Well, no,
he played the same, right? He didn't get any better.
I mean, but I'm just saying. Look, I'm with you guys. I don't think it makes a difference, but I'm just saying, God damn, y'all can't keep going through that many quarterbacks, man. Jesus, quarterbacks, coaches, coordinators. Boy, they I'm trying to tell you, man. They go through personnel like it's crazy.
Well, that's why the best teams are always good, because they have continuity at the head coach and the quarterback a lot of them. I mean, there's a reason the Steelers are still good every year. Why? It's because Mike Tomlin still can coach them up. Even some bad years. This man took the team to the playoffs last year with Kenny Pickett and Mason Rudolph. Yeah, and God knows who else as this quarterback, and still made the playoffs. Did the same thing when Ben Roethlisberger couldn't throw 3 yards down the field and still made the playoffs. It's because he's a good coach and they have that continuity. It's the system, you know what I mean? And when you're changing out the system and the continuity, guys are going to struggle. And it starts obviously out at the top with ownership and general managers and things like that, because they keep hiring the wrong people.
It's what kind of coach you think needs to be brought into Chicago?
Man, it's, to me, again, I think Mike Vrabel makes sense there. It's just maybe he needs somebody. He needs somebody. It'd be interesting, his offensive head coach. Who's going to be the OC? One thing that Dan Quinn did great in Commanders is he brought in Cliff Kingsbury. Cliff is a good offensive coordinator, was the crappy head coach, but he's done great wonders with Jaden Daniels. So they nailed the quarterback spot by drafting Daniels, and he's got a good OC. So pretty much they can cook right there, and Quinn could do the defense and manage the rest of the system. Vrabel needs to do somebody like that. So it would just be interesting who his OC is going to be, because we know the one that he had in Tennessee is the OC in Pittsburgh. So that would be the question mark I would have for Mike Vrabel. But Vrabel fits that Chicago Bears lure and style. I feel like the fans would love it. But to me, as far as match who's going to go well with Caleb, I think they'll probably look at trying to get Ben Johnson. Huh?
I'll throw you a name. How about Brian Flores?
Oof. Come on, Bobby. No, let's keep it real. Brian Flores deserves another head coaching job.
He does.
I think he can give Caleb that kind of tough love to get the most out of him.
But I'm still under the thought process that the NFL will still find a way to kind of keep him out the league, and I'm not sure if the lawsuits or anything like that, if they're still ongoing, if he's dropped them or not.
But he's working in the league. He's still. He's Minnesota
DC for the Vikings.
Oh no! I understand that, but being a DC, they'll let anybody for some reason they'll let them be a DC and an OC. I'm talking about a head coaching job, as in running one of these 32 franchises, and having the ear of an owner who's writing the checks to $1 million players. So that's the only thing I'm a little worried about. Man, hey, this Chicago Bear defense is hitting tonight, bro.
Yeah, he playing. That was I don't know if that was the greatest idea for Geno. Man, that's a dangerous pass. Should have just ran. Should have just ran. It's 2 yards, bro.
Hey man, what happened to Geno, bro? Like he's kind of been
He
up
got-
and down.
Well, I mean, he's been up and down his whole career, but he got
Yeah.
hurt in the game against Green Bay, and then he came back. So he's playing banged up still because they got to have him. I mean, so.
Yeah. Some more news out of your division, though. While we got you here for a couple more minutes. Teddy Two Gloves making his return to the Lions.
Yeah.
So what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, it's good for Teddy, right? He goes back to coaches his alma mater to the state championship, and now he gets to, be added to a playoff team as a backup quarterback, and that's good insurance for Detroit. I think he was there. He was there once prior to, too, so he knows. So he's a good, just a good guy that you want in your locker room too. So,
No, I
it
love
would
it.
be funny. It would be funny. If you're Ben Johnson, do you look at Detroit like Ben, or why not just stay in Detroit if I'm Ben Johnson, and just be this great OC, because you're gonna have your pick.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wait for the right job to pop up. Just don't pull a McDaniels. I hate Josh McDaniels with a passion. Yeah,
He's a sucker.
he's the poster boy for privilege to me. Like,
Nah, he's a poster boy for his ass for me. So
man,
I wasn't a fan of him, man.
nah,
No,
Bear. Good play, man. Seattle secondary, man. I mean, ain't the Legion of Boom, but those dudes fly around.
yeah, their coach. I like their coach, and they're gonna have to build that up a little bit there in Seattle, but they've kind of figured it out. Like
Yeah,
he's done well. He's done well.
yeah, that was a hell of a play in the backfield. Oh, come on, you gotta get better. Who's at it? Is that Keenan Allen on that fake block?
Fake block.
Yeah, it's,
That's crazy, bro.
What's your what's your take on the Chiefs like this year? Is it a three-peat or what's the?
Well, I mean, to be honest, it's looking real good. Just as of last night, sealed number one in the conference, number one seed. So, I've always said this about the Chiefs, man. They not looking for style points. They don't care. They look for dubs.
Right. Yeah.
right.
At the end of the day, man, they'll take an ugly win over a pretty loss any day. Yesterday against Pittsburgh, my actual takeaway from that game is two things. I thought the Chiefs probably played their most complete game yesterday, especially offensively, where they're able to move the ball. But I was also kind of looking at Pittsburgh. I'm like, damn, man, Ravens, Eagles, Chiefs, 3 in a row that they lost in
11 games in or 3 games in 11 days. Like in that stretch, you were playing those 3 teams too.
Yeah,
so, that's tough.
Yeah, that's hella tough. Yeah, that's hella tough. The NFL, I don't know what they were thinking about these 3 games in 11 days for most of these teams that played yesterday. I didn't understand that. Look, I get it. You want the money. I get it. You want to crush the NBA on Christmas. Cool. I get it. But there's going to be a day that they're going to regret pushing these players too hard because they're already talking about moving to 18 games. So
yeah,
you don't want to be without your stars. Playing all this football in a short amount of time. Well, what happens? You lose C.J. Stroud. Hell, the world going to go crazy. You lose Josh Allen. Who they going to talk about on first take? And first things first, you lose Josh Allen. Oh, then you're going to go crazy. You lose Lamar Jackson. And hell going to freeze over, and the apocalypse is going to happen if you lose Patrick Mahomes. My main point is this. I know you want the money, but you can't continue to keep putting your superstars in situations where they're going to get killed in 11 days playing 3 football games. That
Well,
is crazy, bro. That's
here's the
crazy.
thing I say too, Mars. Like, don't lie to me. Like, don't play me for no damn dummy. Don't piss on me and call it rain. You know what I mean? Because like we care about players' safety. We care about players. No, you don't. You don't
Right.
care.
No, you don't.
Like, you don't care. You care. The only thing you care about is them green pockets. Netflix knocked on your door, said whatever it takes. Let's air some games on a Wednesday. You said sure. We can make it happen for this X amount of dollars. Plus, we don't now. TV, we ain't got to watch the NBA because the next 2 years it'll be on Thursday and Friday and Saturday. So like the NFL's like, oh, we got it for the next 4 years. We'll figure it out, on that Tuesday in a couple of years. But right now we're gonna have football on every Christmas till the next, 7 years, 5, 6 years. So like,
Yeah.
get used to it. Sorry, NBA. Sorry, LeBron. But the NFL's gonna continue to lie to us and play us like dummies. Because they care about player safety. But I'm pretty sure playing 3 games in 11 days isn't the most safety thing.
Absolutely. And,
Absolutely.
that is the end of the first quarter. And Bachman's got to get going. He's got another show to get to. Before you get out of here, man, hey, first we appreciate you for hopping on with us, celebrating this our final Thursday night game of the season. Let the folks know where they can catch you.
Yeah, right here. Catch me on the Bodkin Show on Twitter, YouTube. I'm about to say Snapchat, but YouTube. So every Sunday morning, I do called a weekly dump where me and my guy Johnny Cruz, we dump out everything from the past week. We also talk a little bit of movies, music, and every week we just kind of do a category, a top 5 of whatever. So we do that every Sunday. Plus on Wednesday nights we talk a little MMA with the head kicks and haymakers. And Sunday nights I usually do a little bit of NFL recap. So other than that, that's it, man. So I appreciate you guys, Bobby, Wildcard Mar, y'all the best, man. I appreciate y'all letting me hop on and bullshit with y'all. Hopefully y'all had a blessed Christmas and have a happy New Year, man. I'll see y'all in 2025.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely, sir. I appreciate you. And hey, good luck tonight. Good show. Obviously,
See ya.
we won't tune in tonight, but we will in the future. And make sure everybody goes and follows Barkins and everybody on the LTS network.
No doubt. No doubt.
All right, bro. Appreciate you.
See ya.
And we get ready for our second guest of the evening coming in for the second quarter. The newest addition to the Rec Room Sports.
Yes, sir.
Straight from the mean streets of South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Nah. She joined us last week in our Caitlin Clark discussion on the Audible Sports Podcast, and she is back to watch a little football with us. Get up for Jets Girl, aka
Yes, sir.
Ava West. How you
Hey,
doing
what's up?
tonight?
Hey.
What's up? What's up? How are you?
Good.
How are y'all?
Good.
What kind of church you got on there?
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's my Jets Yankees hoodie.
Yo, that joint fly. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not a Yankees fan. I'm not a Jets fan, but that's fly right there. I like that.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I had to have it custom made, so it took a little bit to get to me, but yeah.
I get it. So second quarter, man. They keep panning over to Caleb Williams. He over there looking crazy on the sideline, bro.
It's a rough night, man. They're getting the pressure on him. He's running for his life in that backfield.
Oh yeah.
He really is.
Oh, Gino with a nice
good,
come.
yeah. That first down,
Yeah.
Smith and Jigba.
I like what Gino has done since he's been with the Seahawks.
Yeah,
I
he
was-
definitely
I
turned
was
his
not-
career all the way around.
I agree with you.
I was not a big Gino fan when he was with us, especially with the fight and everything that happened, but I like Gino since he's went to Seahawks.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that. I forgot old linebacker dude knocked him out over a plane ticket.
Yeah.
Oh, that was hilarious, man. And then he immediately got cut. Like, yeah, man, you can't go around knocking out quarterbacks, man. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
But oh, man, they have been gashing them up the middle. This Bears deep, man. What are y'all doing?
I kind of expected at least the Bears to score something, but come on, man.
Yeah, they've neglected to move the ball. It's body language, man. The receivers are looking. They look so dejected.
So
Keenan Allen
I
on
was
that
listening
drop.
earlier. I was listening earlier about the comments about Mike being their potential head coach. He's
Mm-hmm.
actually been linked to us, and I think he would actually be a good fit. I don't think he would be a good fit with Woody, but for what we actually need, I think he would be a good coach for us.
Let me
How
ask you.
him and Woody
I think
work,
this is a
I don't
question
know.
for you. I think this is a question for you, April.
Okay.
Jets fans, are you guys having fun watching Geno in Seattle and Sam Darnold in Minnesota?
I'm happy that their careers are going better since they left us, but why they couldn't do that in New York? I'm just saying.
This bitch. I mean, I feel you pain. It's the same for me watching Baker down there in Tampa get down. It's like, bruh. Big
It
Ron,
was
man, get it
I
early, man.
really
You about to be disqualified from
so
Earth.
so everybody keeps asking how it would feel if Sam was to come back to us because they drafted that kid McCarthy and then he broke something towards something. He was out like preseason, so
Mm-hmm.
he'll be back. So everybody was like, well, Sam might be free agent. He might be available next season. What do you think? No.
Yeah,
Mm.
I gotta get that sense. It's just like, yes, people say the same thing about Baker. Nah, or what would happen if he would have never left Cleveland? Like he couldn't have done what he's doing in Cleveland. Like his attitude was just all. It just wasn't the right situation, right time. He needed to go through what he went through. I think the same for Sam Darnold. I think the time he spent in San Francisco with Kyle Shanahan really helped him a lot. I think that really helped him see the game
Yep.
different. Uh,
Yep.
but even I don't think he'll be a free agent. I think if you're Minnesota, you have to at least franchise him. You gotta have him
Yeah.
for one. You gotta have
Especially
one more year.
especially with that kid coming off of an injury and he's still
Mm-hmm.
improving. He's still technically a rookie because he hasn't played.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, man, he's first round pick, so you got him for 5 years. Yeah, you can go ahead and
Honest,
Jordan Love that
honestly,
situation.
honestly, I want Aaron back. I'm not
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
I'm not done with Aaron.
oh my, oh, it just didn't work.
Why?
Why? Oh, I gotta hear this.
So
Kevin O'Connell, was he? Did he coach under Shanahan? I believe he did.
I thought he came from
I got
McVay.
I got to double check that. Double check
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that I don't know. But yeah, I'm not ready to give up on Aaron.
Mm,
I feel like we need a head coach that's going to run a West Coast offense. I think Mike would be a good pick. I don't know who the OC would be. I want to see Ulbrich back as DC. I think he did a good job as DC. I don't think he'll be back, but I would like to see him back as our DC. He did such a good job with our defense. He has everybody's respect in that building. I
mm-hmm.
don't want to lose him. I think he would help keep the morale
Does he have
in the
everybody
locker room.
respect, or are they scared of him? Because that's the difference.
I think it's more respect. I don't think they're scared of him just because he already had the defense's respect and they loved him as their defensive coordinator. I don't need him to be coachable. I just need you to throw the ball. I need an OC that can call a play where Aaron doesn't have to change it at the line every single play. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but him and take Lazard out because I don't know what's going on with Lazard. But him and Devontae, they're starting to rekindle that magic again. I'm not
Yeah.
ready to give up on that. I just need a OC that's going to call better plays, where Aaron is not having to change the play at the line of scrimmage every single play. That's the problem.
I mean, but is it like, is he doing it out of necessity, or is he just trying to be Willie Beeman with that thing?
No,
I
he was
would,
doing it out of necessity. He was doing it out of necessity. He was doing it out of
and
necessity.
and I got that. Yeah, you're right, Mar. Kevin O'Connell, he was OC with the Rams, so he could he come from under McVay.
Okay. Not a bad coaching
So
tree to come.
he gonna do what he wants regardless. Yeah, I agree with that, man. He's known, like you already gave him the OC he wanted. He got him fired.
Oh
Allen should have
man.
went to the Ravens. Nah, he shouldn't have went to the Ravens. Lamar can't throw outside the
No.
numbers. Lamar throws to tight ends and running backs.
Yeah. Devontae is where he's supposed to be.
Mm.
I'm not ready to give up on it. I'm really not. So, realistically, we don't have a pick high enough to draft a good quarterback.
Nope.
Not in the first round. So at this point, you may as well stick with Rodgers. Find somebody that he can help mentor. He's already said he's willing to mentor. And I don't know if y'all watched his documentary, but the press made it out like they made the whole Jordan Love. They played the whole Jordan thing Love out differently than what I saw in a documentary. So I know he wasn't gung ho like, oh yeah, let me show you the ropes, da da da. But he also didn't shy away like Brett Favre did him. So with that being said, and then I saw what he did with Zach. So with that being said, I'm good with drafting a quarterback in the lower rounds, somebody that he can mentor, somebody that we know is going to sit, have him keep the reins for 2025.
Not a bad idea.
We got Devontae for another year as well. Just get another OC, another head coach. We need an offensive-minded head coach. That's the problem. They keep hiring these defensive-minded coaches, and yeah.
Well, to be fair, I don't think it was. So I wasn't big on Robert Salah, but I also wasn't putting the blame on him. I just think
it wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault. Woody was trying to tank the team.
That's what. See, and that was my next point. I think Woody Allen got a little Jerry Jones.
Why are you dancing around in the end zone? What are you doing?
So, I just think Woody's trying to portray a little too much Jerry Jones, and he just needs to be Woody, and worry about being himself and fixing his team. I mean, you get the luxury to be in one of the biggest media markets in the world, so selling your team ain't an issue.
I think he needs
all the things that have been coming out about Woody. I'm gonna need him to sell the team or give control of the team back over to Christopher. One of the two.
You know why that's coming out? They want him out. That's all. That's why all that information is coming out. They want him to get out. They want to find a way to make the noise loud enough to Woody to just force him to sell. Because NFL owners, they're not going to make you leave until they find some dirt on you that's worthy enough to fire you or make you force you to sell the team, like some Donald Sterling shit or some what was homeboy in Washington, Dan Snyder type shit. Mm-hmm. That's the only way they're gonna get you out.
That dude was something else.
I don't think there's enough to come out to force him to sell the team.
Me neither. Yeah, because all the shit that's coming out,
like you're purposely trying to tank, but I don't think it's like a sellable offense.
Oh, let's go Swift.
Wait, did I keep DeAndre Swift on my bench? Shit.
You're missing out on that's about a 30-yard screen pass.
Yeah, and I'm in the Super Bowl, so that's why I'm kind of mad right now.
But we got a question up from Allen. The question is, should the Eagles rest Saquon or let him go for the rushing record? My answer is you got to play. They still have an outside chance of number 1 seed, so their game matters.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they can't rest their starters. Um they have
Yeah,
to
they
play
got
their
to play.
starters. They go for the number one seed, especially with Detroit having as many players on out as they do. They have to play their starters. They have to go for the number one seed.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
And then of course you got the big showdown coming out week 18 with Vikings Lions. So
Yo,
yeah.
yo, that game is gonna be crazy, bro.
Mm-hmm. Oh, too many men on the field.
And look at the Vikings still sitting there at what, 13-2? I didn't see that happening either.
It's Hurts likely out. Yeah, that's the only way you're gonna win the game. Then is if Saquon plays.
Yeah, Saquon has to play. You cannot. You have to. He has to play.
Oh, good. No, that's a tough run right there.
Yeah, that's a nice run.
Wait. So did you check? Did you check your fantasy? Did you really sit Swift? I hope you
Yep.
didn't.
No, I did.
Oh,
Well,
Oh
hold on.
man.
Here's why. I got Jameer Gibbs and Saquon as my top two running backs. That's why I said
Oh, okay. All right, you straight
okay. Yeah.
them. So like my running back field was actually pretty stacked. Oh, get out on that outside.
Break another one. Yeah. Oh.
Ooh.
Whoa! Hey, running backs, don't jump up and leap unless you know you're about to clear the dude. All right.
He's trying to do that backwards hurdle.
Hey,
Watch this,
hey,
y'all.
hey, he almost went surfing, bro, and almost got put down to the ground real badly.
Look, what time is the game in Dallas on Sunday? Is it a 1:00 game? What's the weather? Is it going to be sunny?
Hey, you about to talk some shit about them Cowboys?
Oh wait, CD Lamb is out. Never mind, CD Lamb is out. So yeah.
They shut him
Man.
down for the rest of the season. I mean, it's no point. It's no point for him to play that man for the rest of the season. Get that man hurt.
To Caleb.
Good old.
They're out of contention, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They've been eliminated.
Okay, then yeah.
Oh, the Cowboys? Oh,
Yeah.
they was eliminated week 2.
Hey.
Now, when did that get hurt? Wasn't it like week 2, 3?
No.
Season was a wrap.
Read 5 or 6 somewhere around there.
I'll say it was one of the early weeks. It wasn't.
Hey, the screen game is.
Nice screen.
Having a problem with it.
DJ Moore. I wish Carolina. I'm looking at them like, did you have to include him in that trade? Did you have to? Like, come on now. But I do love the fact that Bryce Young has been playing pretty good football down the stretch. I love it.
I wish he would have kept playing horrible.
Why?
Because I believe he just needs to change the scenery and a different coach. And honestly, I believe the scheme that we want to run in Cleveland would fit him perfectly. And I believe if he'd have played bad enough, we could have threw a 4th round pick at Carolina and took him off their hands so they could pick a QB in this draft. But then he started playing well and gave him hope. And now I don't see him getting up out. I just want Bryce Young to get out of Carolina. I don't want quarterbacks to go to Carolina. I don't want quarterbacks to go to Chicago because I only want quarterbacks to go to Cleveland because I'm a Browns fan. If I wasn't a Browns fan, I would not want quarterbacks to go to Cleveland.
Oh man. Hey, that quarterback, they keep playing. Hey, that quarterback position is so important, bro.
It is, but like I was telling you earlier in the season, we never get, like, look at this. We're terrible. And what are they saying about this draft? It's weak in quarterback. We never get a good draft pick when there's that guy. Hey, pick that guy and you're good to go. We never get a good pick in that situation. We always get this is a weak class. We don't know who. That's when we get good picks. So
I have a question to pose to you.
Go ahead.
As it's stated right now, Giants have number 1 pick.
Mm-hmm.
They are said to get, or number one pick is supposed to be Shador,
Mm-hmm.
and it's supposed to go. He's supposed to go to the Giants. But I've heard that he's going to refuse to play for the Giants because he would rather go to Vegas.
Ugh.
Suppose the Giants do get the number one pick and they draft him.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that?
Mm.
That's great for the Giants. I'm not a huge believer in Shador on the next level. I don't think he has arm strength. Um, he's not the most athletic. Honestly, I think I said this earlier. I honestly I see him in the mode of Geno Smith. Like
Okay, yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
even college wise, like on a college level, he was Geno Smith. Geno Smith did the exact same thing in college. Dude, yeah, can y'all get this dude like 2.5 seconds to throw the ball? Just two and a half.
Nah, it happened.
Yeah, you look at Geno. He has there was a lot of talent on his West Virginia squad, just like Shador. Shador's got a lot of talent, and like the only thing though is like we've never seen him without Travis, ever.
True.
True.
So, um, I hope he just leans into all his dad's resources to prove. I mean, hey, everybody can't call up Tom Brady and get advice. You know, like that's the best thing you got going for him.
Nah, big facts.
Yeah, but
So Alan just said that some mocks have them taking Cam Ward over Shador at number one.
Mm. That's wild.
So then if
And
he
I
would
don't-
drop to number two, then he would go to Vegas. I like him in Vegas though. I like Shador in Vegas.
that
Hey,
ain't happening there, young man.
No. I like him in Vegas more than the Giants.
I want him. I want him to go to Vegas. I don't want him to go to the Giants.
He don't need to be here. He don't need to be here.
No, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of distractions in Vegas. That's understood. I understand that. But you get the West Coast, Vegas, obviously the entertainment capital of the world. I mean, you got to start bringing in some star power, to that city, to that franchise. I mean,
Being that Tom Brady is going to be as
Part owner?
involved
yes,
as he is
great
with
point.
the quarterback,
Oh, great point.
with the quarterback
With the-
pick, I think they're going to get Shador. And I think he would thrive
Great
in Vegas
point.
with Tom Brady and his dad. Come on,
Great point.
He don't have the
He
would
personality for the
thrive.
city. I like
No,
Travis Hunter here more than Shador.
Yeah, see, my thing with Travis is, man, he don't even know that he trying to turn a hoe into a housewife. So I don't trust any of his judgment right now. So he need to sit down. He need to get his water first.
But I feel
But
like
see, that's
Vegas
just it.
needs Shador more than they need Travis.
But that's just it, though. See, you said he's trying to turn her into a housewife. See, Trav, this shit out here, it don't phase him. It don't phase Travis. He can make it. He can survive. Cause
It may not phase him,
out here.
man. When he walked to the crib one day and hears old lady getting her back blown out, he'll change his mind then.
But see, that's different.
Hey, the way
Shador gonna be on the casino floor at 3 a.m. talking about.
Hey,
I just hit 50K on black. He don't see. He ain't no. Shador don't need to be out here.
Man. Hey, I didn't see plenty of dudes get all tore up and jacked up over a female, bro. And that if he keep messing with her and she do what she been doing, and she gonna break it a little heart and throw his whole game off. And I'm like, damn, man, what you bugging about that old lady? I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, but that's the other beautiful side, because guess what? All the other chicks here is just like that. So he ain't gonna be again. It's not gonna be a distraction to him. And he can't be deceived by the wholesome young lady. That's nope, that ain't out here. It's just us thoughts and visitors. Running through towns, They ain't never coming back.
Wait, hold
And
on.
again, that man trying to settle down. And
Wait,
yeah,
Dante is
but no, I'm telling you, I see it right now. I see me going to the club and seeing Shador and Biop. I see it. I see it happening. Like I be seeing these dudes all the time. I could tell you who about to mess up on Sunday and who ain't.
So I feel like Shador will be out, but it won't go to his head the way that people are thinking it's going to go to his head, just because of who his dad is and what he's been around and what
facts.
he's been exposed to. I feel like it won't be as bad with him compared to some other players. Just
With you on
saying.
now. Hey, he still
Just because he's been exposed to it so much and he's been around it so much, I don't think I I'm not saying he won't go out, but I feel like it won't phase him as much and it won't hinder him like it will some other players.
Until he run into James Harden.
Hey yo,
He gonna go to the club. He gonna see James Harden around the way with 8 bottles. All right, let me get 9, and then James gonna be like, let me get 3 more, and Shador gonna be like, let me get 4 more, and then he ain't got it, man.
Now, come on. You really think
Shador need to
Dion
go
is
to
about
New
to let
York.
any of that happen? You
That's what I'm
really
saying.
think Dion is about to let any of that happen? You know Dion is taught to all of them. He done put the word out. You know he's already put the word out. Come on. Dion is not about to let that happen.
not at all.
We shall see. We shall see. Nah, but I hope he goes to New York. That's the environment for him. 'Cause all you gotta worry about is the media. Like Dion know how
I
to
don't
navigate
I
New
don't
York.
like him and I don't know.
Dion can't navigate Vegas. He saw what happened to Michael Irvin. He know he know better. He know better than send that boy out here.
Hey, let's don't get me wrong. You can find trouble anywhere in any city,
True.
any
Absolutely.
town. Now, New York and Vegas, they're going to probably be at the higher of that end of finding some trouble because there's a lot to do in Vegas and New York. Either way, we're going to find out the truth about Shador because he's going to have to deal with a lot of adversity. When you're a high pick, you're going to a trash franchise. All right, let's call it a spade a spade. So whether he's going to Vegas or the Giants, he's going to a situation where it's not primo, and there's going to be a lot going
DK
to
about to crash out.
See, DK Metcalf, this is what I was talking about. This is why you don't give him a first round. He crashes out too much. And he's always chirping. He's always getting into shit. Like, come on, bro. He's talented. I think sometimes he's a little knucklehead, dog. Little knucklehead.
Let's see what happened. All right, we're getting fit. Oh, he blocking.
Which I can appreciate. Being a blocker, ain't nothing wrong with that. But he's always in some shit, dog.
I think it was offsetting personal fouls. That's what it should be.
Come on, that makes too much sense for the NFL to do. You know that.
I said Dion. He's already been talking to Tom about it.
Oh yeah. Hey Tom.
Tom too busy not working.
How is this game
at Fox.
3-3 right now? I'm not understanding.
Seattle.
We almost at halftime and it's only 3-3. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Seattle. I'm trying to tell y'all, Seattle is just they get it their own way. Because you got like this, like DK Metcalf crashing out. It's like, come on, man. That offense, which is crazy because I like his style. I love
and he still talk. Stevenson, ain't he the one that gave up the Hail Mary?
Oh, 29? Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely need to sit down. He definitely need to chill. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, go ahead, take it to the warning, let him cool down.
He's still going off.
Yep, still tripping. I'm trying to tell you, 3rd round pick is as high as I can go for DK Metcalf.
Hey, I'll take him. Well, no, we can't give a third round pick right now. We need all our picks.
Well,
We
you
got some
need
rebuilding to do. Yeah, we got
You
some
need every
rebuilding to do.
pick.
Yeah,
You need every pick.
You say
yep,
you need a pick.
yeah.
You
We
need
need all of
every.
them.
Yo, that's funny.
We need to take a left tackle in the first round.
You need every pick.
We need to take a right tackle in the second round. We need to take a running back in the third. And then after that, I don't care who we take as long as they run a sub 4.40. I don't want to see no 4.4. I want to see all 4.3s, 4.39s and below. Matter of fact, I don't even want to see 4.39. I want 4.37s and below.
Shit. Well, I mean, I messed around and let us get Xavier Worthy. That should have been the guy
I
on
know
your.
I was the man. Yeah, and he scored a touchdown against us. But I was so, boy, I was so mad when he scored that damn touchdown. But I mean,
DK
hey,
trade for a pretzel and a popcorn vendor. That's hilarious.
That's funny.
hey, I mean, hey, we turned Jerry Judy around. Look at that. Jerry Judy was
that's
trash,
Man,
and we turned
when
him
that
around.
when that came out that we tried to trade for him and Woody blocked it.
Oh, because of a Madden rating. He said his Madden rating was too low.
That's crazy.
Woody sell the team. Woody sell the team. Woody sell the team.
Hold on, what is going on? It's got to be something in the water in New York because you had that come out, and then on the original Hard Knocks, we had the Giants GM. He asked his kid, "Hey, what should I trade up and get Jaden Daniels?"
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're not smart. They're not smart.
How your kid a better GM than you, bro?
Oh, have you seen what they've been doing at all the Giants home games?
No.
Fans have been paying to have banners fly across the stadium telling Mara to sell the team and to fix it
That's funny.
every Sunday.
That's
I want to say at least 2 or 3 Sundays in a row. They paid for a plane to fly over.
that's funny. That's funny.
Oh, got another screen. Hey, screens is that's the game plan tonight, ain't it?
Oh, they've been killing that screen game. Your boy Noah Fant. I'm waiting for him to finally turn into something.
Tony Gonzalez. Hey, shout out to Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce passed Tony Gonzalez all-time touchdown league in KC.
Yes, sir. And did it with celebrating his touchdown.
Oh yeah, he did the
Yeah. Dunked on the goalpost and got a
yeah.
penalty.
Yeah, you take that penalty. You just like, all right.
Hell yeah. I don't even see why that's a penalty, man. That should be a grandfather celebration like the Lambeau Leap.
You know, they say they want you to have fun, but you don't want to have too much fun in the NFL.
Yeah. Let's see what Gino got in this.
They don't want you to have fun, and they do not care about player safety.
Ooh, talk about it. Talk about it, because we was just talking about that about an hour ago. 3 games in 11 days.
I was watching. I was paying attention. Yeah, they. Because if they really cared about player safety, they would have required Tua to wear a guardian cap. The fact that no one is requiring him to wear a guardian cap is just crazy to me.
Bruh, I'm with you.
And requiring him to slide. Why are y'all still letting that man run head first?
Hey, when he threw the interception a couple of weeks ago and put his head down to make the tackle, though, I just cringed. I'm like, no, Tua, no.
I can barely watch him play anymore. Watching him play scares me at this point.
I'm with you.
Time out.
So I played soccer, and I played soccer in college. I had 3 concussions in one season.
Ooh.
I was told I can wear headgear or I can retire. I retired. I didn't play no more. Why
Hey,
is
Paul.
nobody requiring that? And I played for a D3 school. It's not I didn't even play D1. I played D3. So why is it that no one is requiring him to wear a guardian cap, to slide, like, but y'all care about player safety? Just saying.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
It's funny. I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of people don't understand. You in soccer, you can get a lot of concussions because you're not wearing protective gear.
Right.
You're jumping up, you're leaping up, trying to head the ball, and then next thing you know, you'll collide head. So a lot of people don't understand. You can get a lot of concussions playing soccer. But so I don't know, man.
And my three for that season, because I had 3 in one season. I've had more than 3, but I had 3 in one season. The 3 that season were all from hitting the ball wrong.
That's crazy. I got one playing basketball.
What, you got elbowed?
No, I was going for a loose ball and somebody reached forward and he clotheslined me.
Oof.
And it didn't break my nose, but my nose started, but it wouldn't stop. Like I couldn't even, my eyes watering up. They trying to pull me to the sideline. They're like, bro, like, it wouldn't stop bleeding. They had to take me to the hospital. That is also the same night that I learned that they have cocaine in the hospital. Yeah, because they had to put cocaine in my nose to stop the bleeding.
Damn, had to numb it down.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
That must have been that medical.
They use cocaine as a clotting agent. So if in extreme cases, they use it to clot and stop severe bleeding.
Wow.
So
never heard that before. Learned something new tonight.
There you go for everybody out there in TV land. There's a key of cocaine in every hospital in America.
Hey, next time I'm in the hospital, I'm like, yo, we got
No, see, that's why I tell everybody, remember, the charge for possessing cocaine is not possession of an illegal substance. It's possession of a controlled substance. Cocaine itself is not illegal. It's just heavily monitored.
Hey, man, whenever you want to be my lawyer, I don't care. Just make sure you beat the case. So.
Ooh, I do not like that call.
No. But to be fair to the Seahawks, they're still messing with a rookie head coach. There's gonna be some ups and downs with him.
That rain is coming down heavy now, though.
Wow.
Oh God, I suffered a concussion in the final game of football in high school. Don't remember the game at all, but I remember I played the whole game concussed. And your dad was the defensive coordinator. Shame on Pops, man.
Right.
Shame on Pops.
Yeah. I know I had 4 diagnosed. The one from basketball, I had 3 playing football that were diagnosed. I don't know how many I had that weren't. But yeah.
I think I've had 8 or 9 total. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm knocked it down. I'm in that era, where it was like tough it out, man. You good? How many fingers I got up? All right, you back in the game.
Man, this Bears defense is doing their thing, bro. If only they can get the same production from that offensive side, man, they may have a problem. Man.
Yeah, it'd be beautiful if the Bears could win this game. I wouldn't be mad. Good kick. Straight down the middle. 6'3".
To
It's
say
riveting
that there
game.
are so many teams that need a kicker, to say that there are so many teams that need a kicker because so many kickers have been missing field goals and extra points, and yeah, there
That
are a
is
lot of kickers that I see on TikTok and Instagram that need to be in the league.
hey.
There's no way that we have all these kickers
Mm,
missing field goals, not even coming close, and there's at least 3 kickers that I can think of. I can't remember their handles, but that I can think of just watching them on between TikTok and Instagram.
yeah.
I know
What happened to my guy Kickalicious?
Who?
to the XFL or whatever it's called.
Wait, what did you call that man?
Kickalicious. You ain't never heard of Kickalicious?
Nah, I can't call another man that.
Bro.
Nah, bro.
Bro, hey, YouTube Kickalicious, man. Hey,
Nah, bro. I
that
can't.
boy good.
He may be good. I can't call another guy Kickalicious. I can't do it. No, that to me that is too much. That's out of control, bro.
See, we don't need to see destroying in the league. Destroying, didn't he break his neck? He hurt his neck.
Yeah, he hurt his neck because I think he was trying to make a tackle or something. Because I think he did. I think that's the one you're talking about that went to the XFL.
Yeah, destroying. Yeah, he went to the XFL. Hold on, but somebody is in the league that was in. Is it the kicker from the Lions? He came from what's he called now? The merge, the XFL.
USFL.
Yeah, I think the Lions kicker came from there.
Yeah, now they call it the UFL, United Football League.
Okay, right. Nah, Bears just going into the locker room, man.
Pretty lame.
Oh no, they called timeout. We need about 25, 30 yards getting field goal range.
Come on, they can't. They'll be happy they get cross midfield, bro. That offense is just it's not good, man. It's just not.
I'm gonna need him not to make any calls before the season starts next season.
Who's that?
Keep all your predictions and all that to yourself. Caleb. Don't make no calls. Don't call nobody. Don't make no predictions. Just go to training camp, practice, learn the plays, and then show up to the game.
Yeah, he was talking a little bit.
Don't make no calls.
Oh, this ain't looking good. Did he fumble?
Nope.
Oh. Yeah, let's let that cock run out, man. That's the end of the second. Welcome to hang around. We ain't got nobody booked for the third quarter. You're welcome to hang around if you want to. If not, we understand.
I'll hang around for a little bit.
Halftime, 6-3. See, these are the kind of games we get on third. Man, I'm gonna have to call the NFL and see. We're gonna have to make the Thursday night schedule for the NFL next season.
4.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make 4.
Yeah.
Because we be getting I think we've had maybe 4 games that was really like that. The rest was just
It's crazy.
Yeah. 6-3 halftime. Seattle Seahawks over the Chicago Bears, who did have a touchdown call back. Yeah, but that's why they are the Bears.
He said that's why they're the Bears.
Our kicker was a retired soccer player who only got into football after his wife told him he would easily then join the USFL, then tie the NFL record, and could probably hit percent. True. That was his name, Aubrey. He be getting the job done.
Oh, for Dallas? Hey, that guy can. Bro. I think the moment
shoes and relax your for the what? I think you mean feet, bro. Because Alabama be playing a lot better than these teams, right? Oh my God, not doing it.
No,
stop it, not doing it. All right, but I mean, since we do, Have some time to kill for halftime. Remember everybody out there in TV land. If you are new, just do me one favor. Follow directions on your screen. Go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Turn your notifications on so you know the next time that we are here and you can be heard, which is, well, this is last Thursday night game, so it ain't going to be it. Actually, nah. We are transitioning. We'll probably take a week break and then we're going to come back with Audible Reacts. We'll be doing live reactions to all kinds of different content. So, running our mouths, talking trash. It's where the barbershop meets the cookout.
Yes, sir.
Everything except politics, because forget all y'all. We're not going. Nope, not doing it. You're baiting me into that trap.
Ain't doing it.
But also, don't remember to tune in, or don't forget to tune in Friday, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, for the real Audible Sports Podcast, with sports meets life and culture.
Oh yeah.
Where we at? Let me get since we got some time, we do what we usually do. And hey, we're here. She can critique us. Get y'all what y'all really came for. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Them top tens, weekly top 10. A lot of movement.
Ooh.
Yeah, I had a lot of movement on my list from last week.
I'm actually surprised you moved the Bills down just because they won. They still won.
They did, but see, this is the time of year where my list kind of goes to who I believe can win the whole thing.
Gotcha.
So it kind of, we at that time of year where it's about that now. And I got to give it to them boys, man. I mean, to beat a man, you got to beat the man. So Chiefs back up to number 1 on my list. Vikings number 2. They just, hey, Jesus is looking out for the Vikings. I don't know how they're doing it, but they're doing it, man. I got the Lions at 3, Bills at 4, Ravens at 5. The Packers, my sleeper team, they still hanging around and kicking. I did drop the Eagles to 7. Still a lot of miscommunications in that locker room going on. Commanders back up on my list. They weren't there last week. Chargers, and then I dropped the Steelers to 10. I almost dropped the Steelers out, but the Texans looked like straight garbage yesterday. I couldn't. Oh yeah. I think you've had the Bills up there now 3 weeks in a row, I believe. I think your top 3 has been the same last 3 weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. The Bills didn't look too sharp against the Patriots. They could have lost that game, but I still give Josh Allen his credit and everything that he's been able to do. Although Lamar Jackson is my MVP, I'm not going to have that argument. Bills. I mean, when you beat the Chiefs and beat the Lions, to me, which it'll be in the Super Bowl, you beat both of those teams. And until you lose, I can't take you out the top spot. I get it. Chiefs are still right there, Vikings still right there, Lions didn't go too far. The Ravens are getting hot at the right time. So did the Chiefs. So those are two teams that I probably would stay away from if I'm a AFC team. But other than that, I thought some of the teams, were smart and kind of kept the track going. I'm like you. I couldn't put the Texans in, and that was obviously this is leading up to this week's action.
Right. So
what happened yesterday solidified why I didn't have in my top 10.
Exactly.
But Commanders, the highlighted team that I'll talk about. Ups and downs, a little roller coaster season. Came out blazing. One of the last few teams to lose in the first few weeks of the season. Jayden Daniels for me, jumped out to a huge lead as rookie of the year. He'll probably still get it. I know Bo Nix did a good job of, playing good football down the stretch, but I still think it's Jayton's to lose. You
Fair.
also look at, the defense kind of they're not all worldly on that defensive side, but Dan Quinn is that good of a coordinator that he's gotten the best out of them. And they managed to at least be competent on the defensive side to help the offense. So wild card team. Yeah, there'll be a wild card team. Obviously, with the standings right now or how they are. Good win last week over Philly. Put some pressure on them to make sure that they finish the job. But Commanders. Look, my expectations when it comes to playoff time in a couple of more weeks. I think they'll put up a good fight. I'm curious to see who their matchup is. Who they'll be able to go up against in the playoffs. So, depending on who they got, they could either at least make a splash in the wild card round, or be another one and done team that surprise out of nowhere, and at least give them something good to build on.
Right.
First year with Dan Quinn, first year with Jay Daniels and Cliff Kingsbury, so they got some good things to build upon. So we'll see what happens.
All right, so tell us, where do we go right? Where do we go wrong? And more importantly, who has the better top 10?
Well, I don't like either one of your top 10s, but
Commercial
Chiefs
break.
are way too high on both of your lists. I would not put the Chiefs over higher than 5. Chiefs would probably be 5 for me.
That's a
Wow,
take.
you're such a hater, yo.
I agree with the Bills being number 1. I would move the Ravens up. I would say Bills, Lions, Ravens.
Even with the injuries for the Lions?
Yeah. Bills, Lions, Ravens. If Jalen is good, I know he's going to be out, but depending on how long he's going to be out, is whether I put Vikings or Eagles at 4.
Huh.
And then Chiefs at 5.
Why you hate my squad so much, dog?
Okay, first of all,
why you hate my squad so much?
at least 3 games that I can think of off the top of my head. The rest one for y'all. At least 3. There's more because I really haven't been watching y'all games this season because I can't do the ref cheating. That is really pissing me off this season. So, but there's at least 3 games that I can think of off the top of my head where the refs cheated and y'all won. So let's not go there because y'all are not the same team from last season. Y'all aren't.
Better or worse?
What? Worse.
Yeah.
But
better record.
But the refs, the NFL, and the script writers want y'all to make it. So
now, oh, you're writing scripts now. Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, the NFL script writers definitely want y'all in the playoffs, and that's the only reason why y'all have the record that y'all have. Because some of those games, y'all shouldn't win those.
Yo, that's crazy.
But I think there are teams that are better. I think there are teams that deserve to go more. I I still want to see Bills Lions in the Super Bowl, and I still want Lions to win. I just need them to figure out all the injuries. Like they have what 50 something players on the injured reserve rate, or 20 or 30 something. It's some outrageous number that they
Yeah.
have on the injured reserve right now. They have the highest out of every team. So if they can keep the injuries to a minimum and possibly get some players back, I think I like the Lions to win. But I think it's going to be really hard to stop the Bills. And I think if Lamar finally gets it together, I think the Ravens can make a really good run too.
Yeah, that's fair. Very fair. There you have it.
AFC, I feel like it's going to be between the Bills and the Ravens. NFC, I feel like it's going to be between the Lions and the Eagles. I think those are two of those four teams are going to go.
The Eagles.
Barring something crazy happening the next couple of weeks, I feel like those are the teams that are going to go.
Well, I think as it stands right now, that would be a potential second round matchup. Bills Ravens. Because they'd be the 2 and 3. Houston would be the 4. Obviously, KC would be the 1. So if all the top seeds won, Houston would play Kansas City in the second round. And yeah, Buffalo and Baltimore would play in the second round.
I had so much faith in Houston. I didn't think they would make it to the Super Bowl, but I thought they would make it farther in the playoffs. But with Dell getting injured and just watching CJ play last night, I feel like he's not there. That was not the CJ that we have grown to know and love this season.
That's fair.
Yeah, a lot of people had high hopes of them this season, and they've been really inconsistent. Yesterday, I don't know, but I knew Saturday when Tank got hurt, he was done. He was too emotionally invested in that injury. Like,
yeah.
I mean,
so y'all know that's his best friend on the team, right?
Yeah.
I think he blamed himself.
So I think that's why he didn't play well yesterday as well, because Dell isn't out there.
Yeah, he didn't have time to go through the grieving process. I mean, obviously, the man is still alive, but you still grieve injury. I think he blamed himself. He's the quarterback. He could have thrown a better pass to not have that happen. I've seen it happen where quarterbacks throw and a guy he runs over the middle and that linebacker and it just messes up their game. Peyton Manning was one of the few quarterbacks I saw that just didn't give a shit. Peyton Manning would get you fucked up and come back and do it again. Maybe that's why he was great. I think we all remember what happened to Emmanuel Sanders under Peyton Manning's watch.
That's wild, dog.
But that's the kind of mentality quarterbacks have to have. They can't worry about that, and clearly CJ doesn't have that yet. I'm not saying he can't develop it, but yeah, you just 100% agree with April. Like, he mentally wasn't in it.
Nah, he wasn't.
It's your second season. That's your best friend on the team, and you threw him the ball. He caught it, and he just got injured. Not only is he out for the rest of this season, the 2024
probably
season,
out next year.
So out for the entire 2025 season.
Yeah, and this is the second time. He might not ever be right again. Is it the same leg as last time?
I believe so.
They're hoping that he can come back in 2026, but it's not known if he'll ever play again.
Yeah, they ain't looking at that.
No. That's tough.
I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot to put on a quarterback.
Nah, I feel you. Yeah, CJ. I had my man being MVP this year, and just ain't popping this year.
But speaking of Guardian helmets, there we go. Man, if y'all don't go for it, y'all 4-11. Why are you putting the ball? Like, what's
Hey, what's my interim's name? It don't matter. He ain't gonna be.
Yeah, it's 4th-and-1. If you don't, man, my partner ain't even on the team no more.
Come on, Gino, do something with the ball.
I was just kill the clock, man. Get that rain. I think that rain is you can tell it's affecting both quarterbacks. It look because as much as it looks for us, it's got to be twice as you come down twice as bad, like in person.
What would you rather play in, rain or snow?
Snow.
Oh, snow all day.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Rain is so terrible to play in, especially on turf. Oh my god.
Snow's that shit.
Yeah.
So much fun. So much fun.
I never played on this fancy new stuff. We turf we played on back in the day. It was like the
concrete.
No, it was like the rugs. It'd be the welcome mats would be out in front of people's houses.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah. Skin your whole arm up.
Hey, you scuffed up like a mug, dog.
Oh man. Oh, you gotta vote too. I mean, did you ever play on a non-grass, non-natural surface soccer?
No. Mm-mm. I've always had grass.
Okay.
And in college, we had really nice grass. Like,
I believe it.
really nice. It was like Bermuda bluegrass, or it was some specialized
fancy with it.
grass.
A nice soft.
It was nice. It was nice. So my soccer coach in college, he actually played for our college on the men's team, and he came back and coached the women's team. Okay. And him and the men's coach, they made sure we had really, really good grass. Like our field was taken care of.
Yeah. So they put that top notch money in that shit.
Oh, my freshman year, we went to the championships. We lost in shootouts. We lost 2-1 in the championships in shootouts.
Okay.
But we went to the championships my freshman year. Yeah, our coach didn't play. We were not the soccer team. We were the track team that just happened to play soccer.
See, I was moving. I was getting it. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
And then I started coaching when my kids got old enough to play, and I didn't do my kids as bad as my coach did, but I did make them run a lot more than any of the other coaches. And my team's conditioning was always on point. By the time we got midway through the seasoning, my team was not out of shape. They weren't winded. They weren't, oh my God, coach, I need a break. They were like, no, please don't take me out. I'm good. Keep me in.
Shit, that's how it was supposed to be. Looked like they should have made the Bears run a little bit more. Shit.
Yep. And I mean, speaking of coaches, hey, shout out to Deshaun Jackson. He's in talks to become the new head coach at Delaware State.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely loving the fact that my man Mike Vick went to Norfolk. So I love that.
Oh yeah, I love that for him.
Absolutely. His hometown, his home city.
Sorry.
Oh no, you good. Hey, point of live reaction. Yeah.
Please tell me they recovered it.
They did.
He followed the ball. All I saw was Gino's arm go back, the ball come out, and everybody dived.
Yeah, one of the big uglies got it.
Oh boy was like, I ain't moving. He was not moving out that ball. Everybody else was up. He was not moving.
Ooh. jumped on that.
My goodness.
Yeah, that's the that was.
Seattle got to get back to running the ball. No disrespect to Gino. I love Gino, but let's run the ball.
Yeah, it ain't time to throw the ball over the yard. Now that rain come down like that.
Well, they also, I mean, if you're not using your wide receivers like that, then might as well get Charbonnet going.
Yeah.
Hey, his name
the
sound
screen game, man.
His name sound like a wine, like Charbonnet. What you sipping on, that Charbonnet?
All right, April. Since I mean, your team and my team are heading in the same direction. What are you looking forward to in the draft this year? There any particular player you got your eye on? You like to see the Jets go after positional need? How do you want to see that play out?
I'm not looking forward to anything at this point. I'm looking
BPA.
forward to Woody selling the team. Other than that,
She said, "I'm waiting for Woody to sell the team."
That ain't happening.
Yeah, no time soon.
until I know who our GM is going to be, until I know who our head coach is going to be,
That's fair.
I don't know. I'm not looking forward to anything at this point. Just being honest. I'm looking forward to baseball season. Not really looking forward to the draft. And normally I'm excited about the draft.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was on Joe Douglas either. I don't feel like he should have got fired.
And he took the blame for it.
And he made some magic. Oh God, I'm gonna miss his drafts. He had some amazing drafts.
He did. So Avery, here's my problem I had with Joe Douglas. He didn't fill out the rest of the roster. He killed it in the draft. He made some finessing trades, but it was the rest of the roster. So if like your starters go down with injuries, who you got coming up behind him? And he never fixed the offensive line. I think that was his downfall.
So, two things that I don't like that he did, and those are the only two things that I don't like. Three things. Three things. Number one, letting Huff go and trading for Hassan Reddick. I didn't like that move. I don't think we should have ever made that move. I think we should have just paid him. Move number two, the moment Aaron Rodgers went down, I don't like the way he handled that. I'm okay with Zach finishing out that game. I don't like the moves that he made at all. I don't like who he brought in. I feel like there were so many other choices at quarterback that he could have went with that could have salvaged our season, that could have handled it and let Aaron try to make a comeback. I think he handled that poorly. Actually, I'm gonna switch that. That was number one mess up. Huff and Hassan Reddick is number two, and then number three, Tyron Smith. Getting him from the Cowboys. Cowboys.
You had it right, Cowgirls. You had it right.
I'm trying to be better.
No, you had it right, Cowgirls.
Getting Tyron Smith from the Cowgirls. I liked it at first, and then after like the first two games, I ain't like it no more.
Nah, I never liked it because he hasn't been able to stay healthy the last 5 years. I never liked it.
So, yeah. Other than those two moves, other than those three moves, I have no issues with the majority of what Joe Douglas did, and I felt like he was a really, really, really good GM for us. I feel like he got a lot of good talent. He had really good drafts. And he made moves. And he made big moves.
Nah, facts. Hey,
Compared to compared to all the other moves, I think he was one of our better GMs.
Nah, he was never scared to pull the trigger on anything. That's for sure.
Mm-mm. And then then all the stuff that came out, especially with like Jerry Jeudy and some of the other trades that he was trying to push through that Woody stopped. Man, if some of those trades would have went through,
yeah, we talking about another different.
that just further proves to me that Woody was purposely tanking the team for at least 2 seasons, and we didn't know.
Oh man,
Caleb Williams.
We brought it. 41-year-old Jason
But
Peters in, and he stayed healthy.
They do have us getting Abdul Carter from Penn State, and you know I'm a Penn State fan. So with that being said, he is in a lot of mock drafts I've seen. I don't know. I haven't looked at him this week, but according to all the mock drafts from last week, we were still supposed to get him. If we do get him, I like that pickup for us, especially with our defense not being as good as it has been. Because even with our offense sucking for like the past 4 or 5 years, we've had one of the better defenses for the past at least 3 years outside of this year.
That's a fact.
I want our defense to go back to how it was.
Did Caleb Williams not buy the offensive line like good Christmas presents or something?
Apparently not.
Hey yo, that's crazy.
I know somebody said, and I didn't watch the whole thing, but somebody said like the gifts were delayed or still en route. They didn't get them on time.
Oh man, talk about a way. It's all true.
Yeah, you better chop it up with Brock Purdy, man. Brock Purdy out here buying whole trucks.
What?
He bought the what?
Oh, you ain't hear about that?
Wait, hold on. Hold on, talk about how is Brock Purdy affording all these trucks on the 7th Mr. Irrelevant draft contract?
Yeah, he brought
he ain't even making big money yet.
10 of them.
Well, he does still live at home with his mom.
Damn, that's crazy.
So it's not like he has to pay rent or anything.
He bought them all Toyotas. He brought 5 Sequoias and 5 Tundras.
Wow.
Had them pick out whichever one they want. They was all white with custom interior. 49 in red and gold.
That's crazy.
But yeah, Caleb Williams need to get on that plan, man, because your offensive line, they don't like you, bro.
Oh wait, so I had to look it up. I know how he afforded it. He signed a very lucrative national Toyota endorsement back then.
There it is.
Yeah.
He got in with the plug. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
He learned how to work the system.
Right.
I ain't mad at it. Shit, send me a Toyota. I'll take it. For real. As long as it's paid off, I'm with it. Cause I ain't trying to do no more car payments. I'm done with them shits.
Oh yeah.
I'm done with them.
I might have to take one more. I'm getting that Range Rover. I'm getting that Range Rover.
Oh, I'm gonna get one too, but I'm gonna wait until my credit good, dog. All this extra money I got, I'm about to fix my credit, dog.
The barrel sale. Man. Head coach fired him each season following the last 4 first-round quarterback picks. That's crazy.
That's why you got the. How is Ryan Poles still the GM?
How long has he been the GM?
enough that he's gone through probably like 3 coaches and about 4 or 5 quarterbacks. Long enough to do that. Come on, Gino, do something with it. Oh, that wasn't it. That was rough. Hey, the Seahawks defense is offense is struggling too. So, all jokes aside, I'm looking at the Seahawks offense like, yo, y'all sure y'all want to win?
Oh, Pauls has only been the GM since January of 2022.
Oh, damn, he fucked the franchise up that quick? Damn.
Yeah.
Well, Ryan pasted it first, so.
It's also true. I'm gonna blame the demise of the Browns on your stupid guy, Mar.
John Dorsey?
Yeah. That's stupid, dude. We would not be in the position we were if this dude hadn't decided to draft Baker Mayfield over Josh Allen.
Yeah, he's a character. John Dorsey, yeah, he's a character. But he was part of bringing my hoes in, so I ain't gonna fuss at him too much.
What's crazy? Oh!
He's down.
Oh, wow. Is that a fumble?
Nah, he's down. He was down. Definitely down by contact. Just like, bro, you're GM of the Cleveland Browns. We play in snow and wind conditions on the lake. And you have a quarterback available that's 6'5" and throws the ball 100 miles an hour. That's the one you need. Right.
Real.
Cut through that wind.
Yep.
Nah, let's go get Baker Mayfield.
So that was the same draft. We were rumored to get Josh Allen as well, and I didn't want Josh Allen.
I did.
And I regret it now.
I wanted Josh.
I didn't want Josh Allen. Because I remember that something came out like the morning of the draft. Because he was rumored to go to us, and something came out the morning of, and then all of a sudden, everything switched, and that's how he got to Buffalo.
Yeah, something that he said he had some racist tweets or something.
Like, yeah. Because he was rumored to go to us.
And from like Idaho. What you expect?
Yeah, I was going to say. Like, he was young, dumb, in middle of nowhere.
Exactly.
Where wasn't too many people that looked like us was in his town. So, I mean.
Exactly.
I didn't hold him against him too much.
And it kind of felt like, I kind of felt like April feels about Woody. They said they drafted Baker Mayfield because he did some stupid whistle in the locker room, and everybody kind of got hyped. So they were like, that demonstrated his leadership. Get the fuck out of here.
So okay, so I had to go back and look this up. That was the year we drafted Sam. I wanted Baker Mayfield. Yeah. And I wanted either Baker Mayfield or Lamar Jackson.
I bet the Atlanta Falcons wish they could have got Lamar when they had the chance. They regret that shit.
I wish we could have gotten him.
And then
in that draft, I wanted Deshaun.
And we got Sam. I didn't want Sam. We got Sam.
That's
that's
it was rumored that Josh Allen was supposed to go to us.
Mm-hmm.
And he ended up going to Buffalo.
Touchdown.
But no, that.
Wow. Talk about the odd ways to get a touchdown.
Yeah, that was a fumble. The other one wasn't a fumble. That was a fumble.
Oh, they're celebrating. They're celebrating. Crazy, dog. That is wild. They hyped about it.
Forward momentum stop.
No, that ball's out. He's clearly out, and he didn't hit the
Yeah,
ground.
yeah, that's a fumble.
Yeah.
Fumble with a clear recovery. See,
And he
Tyler
didn't even
Lockett.
try to
No,
stop
man,
him.
you gave up on the play.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, they called him down.
Oh, they call it a forward progress stop.
Wow. I don't know. I can. I mean, I got the volume down. I just was starting to point to the ground. Looked like he said down by contact.
Wow.
Or maybe they're saying that the fumble counts, but the defender was down by contact. Yeah, that's a clear fumble, bro.
I thought it was too. So
Yeah, I think they're saying like when he gets the ball, he's down by contact. Maybe Noah Fant
Yeah.
touched him or something.
I need to figure out what they paying the refs. It ain't
Oh,
enough.
Right.
don't don't get her started on your team, man.
No, no, no. I'm talking about the NFL. Ain't talking about me because my check won't clear. All right, my check won't clear. I'm talking about what is the NFL playing these refs? Because if there's not enough, maybe they're performing like it's not enough. If they, because probably some of these referees got full time jobs. So yeah, man, invest in your refs so y'all can understand what the hell a catch is and what pass interference is. you know,
No. Mm-mm. Nah. Entry level refs who are just starting their careers in the NFL can expect to earn between 100 and 200 per season. Nope.
what? Wait, 100 and
That's
200K?
yeah, that's a nice
Oh
take home
shit!
for.
All right, I'm
That's an
out.
entry level ref. That's an
I'm,
entry level ref.
I'm about
So
to go.
once again, there is no excuse. I'm gonna need y'all to make every call and get every call.
Right. Now I'm with you. I'm about to go ref. Shit. I'm in the wrong business. I'm in the wrong business, dog. For a season,
Because
200K?
Yeah,
Oh,
as much as I don't want Sam back on my team, that face mask that they didn't call at
it's
the
crazy.
end of that Vikings game
It's
when he was
crazy.
like right in the end zone, yeah, come on, y'all can't miss that.
Yeah, I'm with you. Can't do that.
And you making over 100,000,
For
and you
real.
missed that? No.
For real.
Mm-mm.
Shit.
I don't know. I'm indifferent. I like human error. I miss human error. Human error has to be a part of the game. I think I dislike
But not
like it
on
more in
calls like that.
basketball than football.
Not on calls like that. That was face mask. Come
Oh
on.
yeah, I mean the face man. Yeah, there's but like obviously there's holding on every single play with certain things. But I think I dislike it more in basketball than any other sport. Because on those like I'm standing there and you smack the ball out of my hands and it goes up, bro. It's out on you. All right, just give me the ball. But no, we go to the replay and you hit the ball and because the last piece of leather slipped up, of course the last is gonna hit my pinky finger because you slapped the ball down. Bro,
Oh,
it's out of bounds.
wait.
Give
So
me the
you're
ball.
saying that the NBA refs are the worst?
No, I'm saying I don't like I don't like the way replay is used. Like it's too critical. Like on the okay, remember it was a couple years ago. Uh, the Lakers were playing somebody. Can't remember who it was. All right, let's go, Caleb. But
I'm just gonna
LeBron is
be
on the
honest. I don't
sideline.
watch basketball like that, and I'm
That's fair.
definitely not a Lakers fan, so I didn't see it.
That's fair. Mar might remember what I'm talking about. LeBron's on the sideline and like he pump fakes, and then Patrick Beverly smacked the ball out of his hands.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, he smacked the ball out of his hands. Lakers ball is inbound. And they go to the replay, and yeah, he smacked the ball, and as he's smacking it, yes, the last part of the ball hits his finger. And not come on, man, that's you being too critical. He smacked the ball out of my hand. It's our ball. Let's come on, run.
Yeah, let's play ball.
Right.
MLB umps are worse. They're the worst out of any
Umpire? Oh
league.
yeah. Oh yeah, that strike zone is
The MLB is the worst.
yes, I agree with that. This year was the first year I watched baseball in a long time, and yeah, some of they strike zones is terrible.
I celebrated when Angel retired.
Oh, Angel Hernandez. Oh, he's terrible.
I hated him. I rejoiced when he retired.
I don't mind as
He's
long as you're consistent. It's the inconsistent ones. When the ref, as long as you establish where you're at and you're consistent with it for the whole game, I'm good. But it's when they be
Oh
you call the same
oh
thing, a ball
he
to
was the
strike, a ball to
worst.
strike. Like, come on, bro.
yeah, he was the worst.
But
He was an
He was
absolute.
the worst. And then even like companies were going on social media and like clowning him and making memes out of him. Like, it was bad. It was really bad.
that
I
is
mean,
the end of three. Through
he was that bad.
three.
Yeah,
He-
this is probably the worst game Thursday we've ever had. It's just terrible.
Oh yeah, this is
Yeah.
definitely the worst
This
one.
is
This is
It is-
by far the worst one. But,
is horrible.
Angel, we appreciate you for hopping on with us and sticking around for 2 quarters before you get out of here. Hey, let the people know where they
Alrighty.
can find you at.
I am on Rec Room Sports every Tuesday at 9:30.
Yerp. Yeah, I heard it here first. No, that's you didn't hear it here first. You heard it here second. But obviously, we appreciate you coming. You're welcome anytime. Actually, we may enjoy your presence tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is our end of year. That's the best way to put it. Not our first year. End of year. Actually, our first year anniversary is coming up, bro, next month. But
Show.
our end of year Audible Sports Podcast.
I might have some time tomorrow night. I might have some time.
We're just gonna be talking crap on that one. So
We gonna be talking shit. We
yeah,
gonna do
but
the best.
yeah, definitely appreciate you.
Can I-
joining
can I
us.
talk baseball?
Welcome anytime.
Can I talk baseball?
Tomorrow?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Not tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow we just kind of reflecting on our year.
Okay.
That. But yeah, oh yeah, we're definitely. I mean, baseball season's coming up, so I'm sure something will happen, and we will require your expertise.
Of course.
But we appreciate you for joining us. You're welcome anytime. And
All right.
Appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, no doubt.
Absolutely.
Hey, always bring the heat. My goodness, this game is terrible.
Absolutely. And now we got one of our faves. Y'all see him all the time. Cowboy Faithful. Representing
Cowboy realist. He's real about his team. I give him that.
Cowboy Realist, Oklahoma representer.
Booba Suda.
Alan Parallel. See, Wit, I got this, man. Wit is in my head, man. Alan Paralysis. Man, Wit, because Wit.
Oh, you know he's never gonna say it right.
But every time I get ready to say your name, his voice hits my head. It's like Alan Paralyzed. Like what? No, that's not.
Oh, man, don't worry. Sam started doing it too, and he's doing it on purpose.
But what's good, man? Appreciate you for joining us for the fourth quarter.
Boy, this is worth $7.99, isn't it?
Dog, I tell you. What's going on, Alan?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Man, what a way to close out the season here on Thursday Night Football, man, with this travesty of, man, with this hot mess.
It's hot, dog.
Say what you want about the Christmas games. At least there was scoring.
Yeah, it was stuff to talk about, man. Some plays being made. This is just, whoo.
Nah, this is bad.
Yeah. And they flexed our game.
Thinking they was gonna get better.
Nah, they could have. You couldn't flex this nonsense.
I feel us do
Come
better than
on, the punters are the MVP of this game.
yo. Stop. That's crazy, dog.
I mean, they always love putting us on random primetime games. You could have put Philly Dallas in the spot.
They
Probably
could have
got a
put
better game out
anybody.
of it. You wouldn't have had Jalen Hurts or CeeDee Lamb, but you still would have gotten a better game out of it.
They could have put the high school game of the week, bro. I know it's a state championship game going on somewhere we could have watched.
Yo, that's crazy.
But
The Hawaii Bowl was better than this.
now that
That
Cowboys
game went into
season is over,
that went into 6 overtimes. That was a great game today.
now the Cowboys season is over. Where is your focus now? Draft or free agency?
Just to kind of wear and see where we end up. I don't think we're just going to lay down and try to tank the last 2 games like everybody thinks we should. Because obviously there's majority of the locker room still wants to keep Mike McCarthy around. A lot of guys still respect him. It's more so that, and I'm a firm believer that it's more so Jerry's problem. Jerry's the problem than Mike McCarthy is. Because the fact that Mike won 12 games 3 straight years and won 4 of the last 5 games with a ragtag group of misfits the last month and a half shows me that at the very least Mike McCarthy can coach.
Yeah.
At the very least.
Here's my what
It's
is up
just-
with the Cowboys' inability to win at home? This the weirdest. Like I remember one season, the Cowboys finished 8-8. They were 8-0 on the road and 0-8 at home. And now,
Here's
Now,
the thing:
dude-
we were 8-0 at home last year until that Packers game. It was that Packers playoff game that really derailed the whole
yeah.
thing. And now,
Now
for some
year,
reason,
guys
this
are
year,
2-6. Crazy.
something like that. Yeah,
5-2 on the
2-6
road.
5-2 on the road. That's why I was like, if we somehow win out, we might actually have a shot because we're a better road team than we are a home team. Yeah. But like I was saying earlier, if we're not going to be a playoff team, we might as well take everybody else down with us. Ain't that right, Tampa Bay?
They got everybody
And
down.
I love Baker too. I love Baker. Obviously from his days at Oklahoma. I love Baker to death. But I'm glad we won that game Sunday night. That was one of the craziest games I've ever watched. It was one of the craziest Cowboy games I've ever watched.
Yeah, Tampa Bay over there dropping the game in the wrong time of the season. You don't need to be losing that game.
How do you get out physical by the Dallas Cowboys of all teams?
I don't know, but it happened.
How do you get out physical by the Cowboys? That's just
Yeah, the Bears 121 yards of total offense, and only down 3 points.
That's crazy. How does that happen?
Yeah,
Bears don't have a bad defense.
No.
They just
No,
have
it's not
bad
terrible.
coach. They just have bad everything else.
yeah. Just run the ball. Well, yeah, 3rd and 3, you can get that. Yeah. Again, I don't like the jet sweep call, man. I mean, not jet sweep, but not the shotgun sweep.
Everybody runs it now, and it's getting predictable.
Yeah, just line up affirmation, man. That thing. It's right down the A gap. They gassed them all the first quarter, like up the middle.
This kind of makes me wonder why they're not using Noah Fant more often.
That's what I said. Gotta find a way to get Noah Fant going.
Because you know Charbonnet's a smaller bag. I mean, yeah, if this was Kenneth Walker, you're definitely running up the middle 9 times out of 10. But
hey, I'm glad you brought that up, Alan. I think that's what the Seahawks are missing. Him not being in the lineup, keeping that running game honest, consistent. Yeah, they missed that. They got to miss it.
yeah, I think they're missing a couple pieces on defense too. But for the most part, yeah, it's like you lose your main bell cow, it's gonna hurt you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, big facts.
Not the same squad. Been a crazy season, man. Been a crazy season.
Mm.
A lot of teams.
Hey, you're saying it like it's over. You still got like 5 games left, sir.
Well, we do. I don't know about
That's what I'm saying. You guys are going to the Super Bowl. Come on now. Stop playing that.
To be honest, I if we do, I want Detroit because I want us to get our get back from opening game last year. I think that be dope to see.
As much as I would love that, I don't think Detroit's going to make it out of round 2.
Yeah.
I really think the injuries on defense is going to come back to bite them. Plus, I love Dan Campbell, and what he's done in Detroit has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
But somehow, some way, I have a feeling he's going to outcoach himself.
Yeah.
Especially in a playoff game where you're going up against a guy like a potential Kevin O'Connell who could match points with you. Potentially Green Bay in there. I won't count out Philadelphia because they've been playing great defensively. I won't even count out Washington.
Nah, but I think the book is kind of out on them. I think they're headed for a one and done situation.
They would go. I think if the season ended right now, they would go to Philadelphia.
Yeah,
Washington would.
And I don't like that for them.
Yeah, if you're the
Washington would be the what seed? The 6.
Washington would be the 7
sure?
at 10-5. Yeah, because right now Green Bay's the 6 at 10. They're either 10-5 or 11-4. I think they're 11-4. Yeah. Right now Green Bay's the 6, and Minnesota right now is the 5 at 13-2.
Yeah.
Whoever wins, basically that game between Detroit and Minnesota week 18 is going to be for the North.
Oh yeah, and I mean unless one of them slips this weekend. I mean, well, that still be that game would still be for the North, but one of them slips this weekend, Philly would still have a shot at number 1 overall seed.
I think I saw that if Detroit wins and Minnesota loses, Detroit can actually clinch the division without having to beat Minnesota next week. Minnesota needs to win it
Yeah.
because of like
They won 8 straight.
it's these weird tiebreakers where it's like strength against conference, strength
Yeah,
against record, and stuff like that.
because that's saying
Like,
something. To win, a team that only has 2 losses has to win out.
mm-hmm. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. I know
Losses.
Philly has to win out and have both Minnesota and Detroit lose out, I think, to win the number 1 seed.
Like Rams and
You know this game is bad when they're showing Steelers Super Bowl highlights.
who's that other loss to? Yeah, no, I think it's conference record. Detroit's got a better conference record.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Detroit's second loss was Buffalo,
Yeah,
where Minnesota's I think was like earlier in the year
it was the Rams.
to the Rams. Yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, who'd ever thought that the Vikings would be battling for home field throughout the playoffs beginning of the year?
Right, right.
heck, everybody forgets that Detroit lost week 2 to Tampa Bay because they just been on a roll since.
Yeah, is Kevin O'Connell locked up coach of the year? Oh,
Honestly, I think so because Minnesota had no expectation this year.
Yeah,
You traded away a couple big pieces that you had on your team.
mm.
You know, running back wise, you get rid of Dalvin Cook, you get rid of Alexander Madison,
He's
and
so
it's like they're
confused.
everybody's like, you know, what are they going to do for a running game? Oh, we'll just bring in uh, the Packers old running back like we always do. Bring Aaron Jones in. Uh, no one, because everybody thought, oh, JJ McCarthy's going to start. He's going to
Yeah,
start the entire year. They're probably going to be a, 6-11 team. He's going to have to go through a lot of growing pains as a rookie quarterback. No offense to JJ, but him getting hurt was a blessing in disguise for Minnesota.
I don't
yeah.
know. I think JJ could do what Sam done. I was
J,
JJ was
JJ
my
JJ, I think could have won him 10 games. Maybe not
he was my
13,
QB.
but maybe 10.
He was my favorite QB in last year's draft.
Really.
Yeah, I had high hopes of JJ. Still got high hopes for him. I still
I will
believe
say,
he's
I
going to
think
be up.
right now he's in the best position out of maybe not of like compared to what Jaden Daniels is doing right now, but like of the rookie quarterbacks in his class, I think JJ's in the best position now. Because now that we see what Sam Darnold can do in a good offense, you have the option of sitting JJ at least one more year. Have him continue to learn the offense, get better at it. That way when, Sam's contract comes up, JJ can slip back there. He's going to be ready to go. He'll
Yeah,
basically be what Jordan Love is right now in Green Bay,
Yeah,
yeah, and he's going to get a
and
paycheck
they
and not
won't
having to
miss
play
a
for
beat.
it.
They won't miss a beat,
that's
and
the part.
they'll still be a tough out.
Matter of fact, if he gets healthy, hey, I wouldn't mind my Browns throwing a second round pick at the Vikings.
For Darnold.
For JJ.
Uh, I mean, they got him in the first, and I haven't been able to see what he can do. It's not a bad
Right.
idea.
Throw a second at him. Recovering from injury.
You ever heard a stat like this? Caleb Williams has lost 9 games this year without throwing a single interception. That's the most by a quarterback in a single season.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
At the very least, we know he doesn't make bad mistakes.
but I mean that's even worse. Like if you're losing games without turning the ball over, then you got a bunch of other problems.
Yep.
That is true.
At least you could be like, hey man, hey, we got Jameis out here throwing 15 picks. Like, what you want me to do? But like, if your quarterback ain't throwing picks, you just like, hey, what's the issue then?
Those picks are must see TV, sir.
Yeah,
There's a reason
Jameis
why
making history with his picks.
That's why he's got a 30 for 30 coming out.
Oh man, come on, man, you gotta hold your water. What was the game against the Broncos? He threw for 400 yards, and then he also threw 2 pick sixes. And they said if you count the yards from the 2 pick sixes, he actually threw for 600 yards.
Can't make this up, huh?
Right.
600 yards, 6 touchdowns. Just 2 of them went to the other. 2 of them went to the other team.
Yeah. I think they should start counting those yards. Bro, good catch by DK.
You sure you still want DK on your squad? I don't know, bro.
I'll take him, yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's a good catch.
Yeah, he snatched that one. I give him that. He got it right off the top of the grass. Ooh.
Yeah.
We're gonna need it. We're gonna need a number 2 soon, so I wouldn't mind taking him.
Yeah, like I say, we fixed Jerry Jeudy apparently.
Oh cow! I'm sorry. I'm just now catching up to you guys. That's hard to do.
Oh yeah. Like he literally grabbed that right off the top of the grass, dog.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the one good highlight from this entire game.
Well, when you see games like this, it makes me think like how far can Seattle go? I can't see them going too far if they make the playoffs. Playing like this,
Right. They're definitely looking.
I mean, they would have a home game if they did.
Yeah, because they probably would have that the division, which is pretty.
I think that's the only way that they can get in is if they win the West.
Yeah, but even still, they're just like the Cow. They're 3-6 at home this year, so it's.
Which
I'm
is
not
crazy.
even afraid to go right.
Which is crazy because Seattle used to be the place you didn't want to go.
Exactly. And they beat a 4 seed, so they get the Vikings.
Oh yeah, that's a what it does. Vikings already showed that they can beat them.
Yeah, Vikings or Lions going. Nah, I'm good.
I would say if you're the Vikings or the Packers, you're licking your chops because you're getting either the Rams, the Seahawks, the Bucks, or the Falcons round 1.
Honestly, if I'm one of those teams from the West, I'd rather go Seahawks. If I'm the Rams, I could take the Seahawks, divisional rival. I'd beat them. Atlanta, I got a hard time seeing Atlanta sneaking in. I don't know. I think they waited too late to plug in Michael Penix. I think they waited too late.
I think
they have the advantage right now. Like Tampa losing Sunday was big for them because now all Atlanta has to do is win out.
Yeah, you're right. Because they swept Tampa Bay. Right?
Yeah, they swept Tampa Bay. Back when Cousins still had his good leg working.
Oh man, that's crazy, bro.
Hey, come on,
Tell
Caleb. You
me
got
I'm
5 minutes
wrong.
to make it happen.
Oh no, hey, if you were wrong, I would have said something, but I just thought that was just quite hilarious. Well, fellas, what's
Saquon.
the yeah? Hey, well, obviously they're talking about MVP, the most debated topic. Who's you guys' MVP? I'm going Lamar.
I gotta give it
It's
to
hard.
Saquon.
It's hard to choose. It's hard to choose against Lamar because he's just been so good.
But it's not though. If you look yesterday, like he didn't even. That was Derrick Henry's game. You know what I mean?
For the most part, yeah.
Like
Hey,
Lamar threw
hold
for
on.
what, 180 yards?
Wait, I get what you're saying, Bobby, but I can't penalize Lamar for having a good running back. Finally, you know, my man still got to play. He still got to he still got to make the plays. Still got to make the throws. And if you put the side by side, he's above Josh Allen in a lot of these passing categories. So I can't. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's why I got Saquon, man. Saquon's been carrying it.
Oh no,
This
I'm with
man, look, Derrick Henry is probably gonna finish with 2,000, bro. He's gonna be close to 2,000.
This
you.
is the most unpopular opinion ever. But if they make the playoffs, you're gonna have to throw Joe Burrow's name in there.
Woo!
You're gonna have to because
Hey, yeah.
Do
he
you
is
though?
Nah, I'm sorry.
triple crown passing leader right now.
Hey,
That's what I'm saying. Like so again. That's why I
Only
gotta give it to
reason he's losing
Saquon.
games is because his defense is Swiss
defense.
cheese.
Yeah, his defense is trash. His defense is trash.
They
That's why I gotta
they
go
beat
Saquon.
they beat
Saquon
Denver
don't have
they beat Denver Saturday. All they have to do is win, and Denver loses, and they're in the playoffs.
Saquon don't have a triple crown receiver. He don't have Lamar. He don't have Josh Allen. It's Saquon. I got my quarterback and best receiver is fighting in the locker room, and I'm still getting it done. I gotta go Saquon.
It's funny that Philadelphia's never had an MVP ever.
Yeah,
Even when they because had he stayed healthy, there's a lot of people that would have said Carson Wentz would have won it
Yeah.
his second
yeah.
year.
I mean,
But
Donovan McNabb should have won it the year they got To.
04, yeah.
They had a fantastic year. That's it, and they
Who
made
they
the
give
Super
it? Who
Bowl.
they give it to? Tom that year?
That year, that might have been a Peyton Manning year. Let me see.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's 04, it sounds like Peyton. Yeah, Caleb's just like, fuck it, I'll do it myself at this point.
Oh, my bad. Come on, give me the whole season. Come on, Caleb, man, give me a touchdown. We need to move up the draft boards.
Peyton Manning won in 2004.
Peyton Manning and Steve McNair tie.
Yeah, that was the tie year. Yeah.
Tied. We tied? Ah, nah.
No, wait, no, that was 2003. 2003 was the tie year. I
Oh,
remember
was
that. 2004, Peyton beat out Michael Vick.
it? Mm.
Yeah, yeah. 2003, both McNair and Manning both got 16 votes.
Yeah, see, Donovan ain't
Yeah,
even on. He didn't.
Donovan wasn't
They got.
even on the list.
He ain't even on Player of the Year vote. They got To up there, not Donovan.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And then they got in that big old fight in the offseason, and T.O. came to Dallas.
Which I was still surprised that Jerry Jones let him go.
That's
Theo was still putting up numbers, man.
He was. I was like,
Yeah.
that was like the one case where, like, Jerry, are you okay? Like, usually he keeps guys like that. But then again, he also let DeMarcus Ware walk. So,
Well, you had to pay Tony Romo.
Fuck Tony Romo, bro.
Yeah, but that was when Tony Romo became Jerry Jones' like adopted son.
that's yeah, you're not wrong.
That man gave time. Tony Romo said he could play football today. Jerry Jones would sign him.
You say so. No, he probably would.
What
He
is
loves
this play call, bro? Did you really do that on 4th and 1? Or did they get the first down? I probably missed it. Right. Okay, I'm tripping. Never mind.
I'm tripping, Bobby.
If y'all don't just push this thing up.
Not everybody can do it. Not everybody.
Wow, you got a false start trying to draw them off sides. That's why y'all the Bears, man. That is why y'all the Bears.
Typical Bears. Jesus. Left guard, Jesus.
I feel your pain, Bears fans. That's all I got to say, man. I'm right there with you. And you're punting? Why are you punting? If you don't go for it?
You got nothing to lose.
Right. This man like he's coaching for a playoff spot. Oh, I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to hold that draft position. That's what he's trying to do.
Yep. McCaskies need to sell the team, for Christ's sake. And oh my God, false start on the kick? What is this?
Can't make this shit up, bro.
Oh my God.
Oh no, they took a timeout. What the fuck are they doing?
And now
now you're gonna.
Oh, now they're gonna go
it.
for it. What? Oh my God. Yeah, you're not getting. You're just gonna be interim. You're definitely not getting the job.
Oh no, he ain't getting it.
Nah.
And now you're down to 2 timeouts.
Oh, they bringing the heat. Oh, what a catch, TJ!
That a boy, DJ.
And got out of bounds. Great play.
Damn. Nice catch.
Still.
And I feel like had Caleb stayed at Oklahoma, he'd be in a lot better spot mentally than
He wanted to be with Lincoln. He wanted
to be with Lincoln. He wanted to go to Cali.
How does Leonard Williams keep switching
I
teams.
really do feel that had Caleb stayed at least another year, we would have not only been a playoff team, we would have won a playoff game at Oklahoma. Because
No,
we had the talent there. I wasn't the biggest fan of Dylan Gabriel, but he got the job done. But you sub Dylan Gabriel with Caleb Williams on that squad, it's a playoff team that gets at least one win, I think.
Nah, you still don't. I mean, just look what he did at USC.
Yeah, a team that didn't have a defense.
I mean, nobody in the Midwest has defense.
Hey, he's got a defense, baby. All right.
I mean, y'all got players that line up on that side of the ball. They don't play.
What are you talking about? Did you not see our defense? Wait, did you not see what we did to your team? What we did to Houston?
No, I'm talking about college. I'm talking about Oklahoma.
I was gonna say, are we
Texas.
talking about Kansas? And that's probably true.
Yeah, I'm talking about college. Man, they don't play defense in the Midwest. Not till you get to Big Ten country.
Hey, we were a top 10 defense this year, even at 6-6.
That's why they were 6-6.
Those are 6-6 because we had a stick for a quarterback.
They decided to play
anything
defense
with
and
it.
sacrifice everything else. Like, nope, gotta have some balance.
It's the exact opposite from the Riley team because you had the offense but no defense. Now you have a defense with no offense.
Yeah, you see what happened to Lincoln Riley when he came to the Big Ten. Oh boy.
I like our new OC though. I like our new OC. I'm excited.
Like, I don't think Brent Venables is bad. It's just that things just didn't go out. Didn't go his way this year.
Offensive play calling was not good. Like even when they changed offensive coordinators, it was a little bit better, but it was kind of meh. The only highlight was, beating the shit out of Alabama. We did that mostly on defense, but still.
It
was a game where what was it? Jackson Arnold only had 68 passing yards, but we also had almost 300 rushing yards total on that night.
Can Jalen Milroe get above the Kirk Cousins line at the next level?
No. Ooh.
No.
Athletic as hell, good runner. Too many question marks on the throwing ability. I don't even think this is the same idea as a Lamar Jackson because, yeah.
I'll go Marv. Remember, Josh Allen had the same questions, same accuracy questions.
Not fair.
And he could be only completed like 54% of his passes in college.
He was, as watching him personally in that game against us this year, he was very indecisive with his throws. He was very skittish a lot of times.
Oh, is that
because especially if you stop him, if you stop his running ability, if you stop him from running, then it's like he's a deer caught in the headlights. Yeah, because he could not run against us because that's all part of his game. If you watch his game against LSU this year, he was able to run all up and down on their defense the entire night, that entire game.
At a field day.
Yeah. But if he's not able to get his running game going, he's kind of like a deer caught in the headlights.
Oh, that was a heck of a catch.
Because that's the same thing Vanderbilt did to him early. Georgia did it to him in the second half. Obviously, we did it to him.
I don't know. I don't think I would mind the Browns taking a fielder on him in the second round.
I don't know if he's coming out this year. I think he's going back to Alabama next year. If memory serves.
If he's smart, he comes out.
What, this year?
Yeah. If he's smart, he comes out. You're never gonna be the top QB. Like you don't want to be in next year's QB class. Like you might be a third rounder in next year's QB class. Like, there's no upside to him staying. Right now, without
Man,
doing
Chicago
anything,
just took another wasted timeout.
Yeah, I think you're a solid second round pick. If you go back, you got the potential to just make your status worse.
He's the number 3 recruit, but mockers have him going early second round in some cases.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you go back to
There's
school,
a lot of teams really like Quinn Ewers a little bit over him.
Yeah,
even though Quinn's got an injury history that's kind of suspect.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you go back next year, you're what, the freaking 6th or 7th rated QB.
Mm-hmm.
That's just
because you gotta deal with Arch Manning coming out. You gotta deal with a lot of good talent coming out of that draft class.
Yeah.
See, this is when Chicago gets themselves in trouble. Like, they got a chance to win this game, and they're going to find a way to fuck it up. Wow.
Where? Whoa. Why?
On cue.
On
cue. That's the crazy. On cue.
Trying to tie this thing up. I don't think we had overtime. Has there been an overtime Thursday game yet?
I don't know.
Oh, you're nowhere near field goal range. Never mind.
Wow, Mariner. They just pulled a Mariners White Sox game reference. How bored these guys are.
And that's what I was about to say. That's not good.
I'm sorry. I forgot I'm not supposed to talk about the White Sox.
Oh, they're terrible.
We for those wondering, we made a pact on the baseball show that we can't talk about the White Sox until they win 50 or 60 games within the next few years.
Oh, you'll be waiting a long time then.
Yeah. You know, it's bad when the team that's willingly tanking and has terrible ownership in Oakland is doing better than they are. I'm sorry, Sacramento. The Sacramento A's. Or no, they're just the A's now. They're not even a city. They're just the A's.
I can't even blame that pick on Caleb, man. That was Coach. What are you doing? You know they're bringing the house at him, and that's the play you call?
Hey, he's an interim, bro.
Not for long.
Yeah, pressure right in his face.
Right.
Now, offensive line is that bad?
I'm sure Al Michaels is like, please don't bring me back here again.
That was zero blitz right there, man. Across the board, zero blitz.
That's why you run crossers. You run a slant, you at least get a chance.
And with that knee, man, that is the final play of the 2024
ends with
Thursday night NFL schedule. Seattle Seahawks win a barn burner 6-3 over the Chicago
Oh,
Bears. Seattle clinched the
the
division if the Rams
prayer at the end of the
lose.
game. Yeah, it's a prayer to sell the damn team. Golly.
So every Seahawks fan is now going to be a Rams fan this weekend. I mean, an Arizona fan this weekend.
Mm-hmm. And you got to feel bad for the city of Chicago. They've had it so bad, sports wise.
I don't feel bad for them. They got Jordan.
Make
got
a
Jordan.
deal
I
with
don't
the
feel
devil
bad
to
for
get
Chicago.
Jordan. That's it. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, and the team who shall remain nameless also won a World Series in 2006. So,
Exactly. And so did the freaking Cubs.
and the Cubs, yeah.
So, yeah, I don't feel bad for Chicago.
He said,
And the hockey team. Didn't the hockey team win like Stanley Cup recently?
Yeah, in like the 2000s, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, smuck Chicago.
Yeah. That's how you feel.
Bears have been irrelevant since the 50s.
Yeah, no, I mean, you got the 85.
One
You still got
little
one of the
float.
greatest.
One little flicker in 85, other than that.
Hey, it's a mighty flicker.
I am a fan of Walter Payton, though. I am a fan of Walter Payton.
That's like my Hurricanes. People say whatever they want to, but hey, we still got the greatest team in the history of college football.
That 01 squad was nasty.
Yeah, best team money could buy.
He said best money could buy.
Heck yeah, man. Best team money could buy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I have very vivid memories of 2001. I don't even remember the 2000 national championship, the one we won.
That's the one we should have won. Oh, we would have smoked y'all. We'd have smoked y'all.
Was that the one where they put Florida State ahead of y'all?
Yeah, even though we smoked Florida State in the regular season. Literally beat them head to head, and they put them in the championship. That's why it's actually we actually should say thank you, because that's why the 2001 team was so good. They knew they couldn't lose a game, so they came out as fantastic. Like, we can't lose a game, but they're not gonna give it to us. So we got to come out here and murder everybody.
Who'd y'all beat
And they
in
did.
2001? Who'd you guys beat in 2001? I don't
Nebraska.
remember who you guys.
Tim
Nebraska.
Crouch in Nebraska. Hurt them boys. It's one of the most brutal national championship games in the history. You go watch that game and some of the hits that were delivered. Oh my God!
Asshole.
Yeah, it's literally people
Yeah,
always
'cause
say.
I think we lost. I want to say we lost 2 games that year. One game that year.
That was a controversial year because Nebraska had 2 losses. Man, that was the year Nebraska got smoked by like 40 points by Colorado,
Yeah.
and they put them in championship.
I think it
anyway.
was because we were going to be in it, but we lost to Oklahoma State that year.
Yeah, nobody wanted to play us. That's what it was. I mean, we understood.
He said we understood.
Yeah. Ain't nobody want to see that Miami team.
Nah, especially early 2000s.
I mean, when you had Willis McGahee, you had Ed
The
Reed back
backfield:
there.
Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, Najee Davenport.
Hey, Frank Gore was the backup, bro.
Yeah, Frank.
Frank Gore.
No, Frank Gore was hurt. He missed the whole season. He was supposed to be the starter.
Crazy.
Yeah. Clinton Portis, McGahee, Najee Davenport, Andre Johnson. You had Mount McKinney on the O-line. You had Jeremy Shockey, Kellen Winslow Jr., Greg Olson was on the squad.
Yeah.
Ed Reed, Sean Taylor.
Yeah, Sean Taylor and Ed Reed.
Didn't you have Antrell Roll too, like as a backup?
Yes.
He was a freshman.
DJ Williams, balling.
DJ Williams.
Vince Wilfork.
Vince Wilfork. Oh my god.
OJ McDougal was on that D line too. That team was fucking loaded.
Loaded.
Yeah, I'm telling you, You can still YouTube, just YouTube the highlights of that them against Nebraska. You see some of the most vicious hits do you ever see in your life.
People are already saying that this is the worst game in NFL history. I'm like, did you? What was it? 2000. There was an mid 2000s game where it was like 3-0 final, and there's like really windy in that game. Like no offense
Oh,
could be run or something like that. Or they played it in a monsoon. It was like
yeah.
Miami, New Orleans, or something like that,
And immaculately, it stopped raining.
right?
This is no longer raining. That's crazy. Oh man. Uh, yeah,
Yeah,
man.
even God got tired of watching this.
That's our season, man. Our season has come to an end. What's your thoughts on the final Thursday night game, Mar?
That was the worst football I've seen in a long time. That's pathetic, man.
We're starting the petition right now. NFL, please give us some better games next season.
Can I go back and watch Ohio State kick the crap out of Tennessee again? At least that was watchable.
Let's go back and watch the Browns and Steelers play in the snow. That was I'm saying, I'm calling it. That was the best Thursday night game of the year.
That was a fun game.
Well, I take it back. Yeah, top two games, yeah, was the Browns Steelers in the snow, and the Chiefs Ravens first game of the season.
Oh yeah, that was a lot.
There was the Bucks Falcons game that went like 30 points each.
Was that
That went down
game?
the wire? I think so.
Yeah. When Kirk threw for 500 yards, that was a Thursday night.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, back when he had his good leg.
Oh, that's crazy, yo. Really had his good leg.
Before we turn out the lights on Thursday night, Alan, let the people know where they can find you.
You can find me on Twitter at AProwless30. I'm all over the LTS network. We usually do a wrestling show every Friday night with me and Sam. Mr. First Down. Follow him at Mr. First Down. Usually doing on the Rec Room every Tuesday night as well. Sunday night post game, which this week is Atlanta, Washington, which should be a good game. Hopefully, it's better than this one. It probably will be, but yeah, pretty much. You can find me here, there, and everywhere nowadays.
Any final words before we sign it off, Mar?
NFL. I don't know what the hell you got to do. I don't know what you do with the flex rules. I don't know what the hell you're doing.
I think they have to give like a couple weeks advance to flex them out.
Yeah, this wasn't it. This was not it. It was actually quite pathetic. If you're trying to sell your game, your product, I don't know. I mean, you'll still sell it, but it was bad. It was bad. This was bad. Yeah. Seahawks. Yeah. You better do something. But overall, solid season. Solid season.
Caleb Williams is the fourth most sacked quarterback in NFL history in a single season. That should tell you. Yeah, that should tell you what the problem is in Chicago.
Yeah. And he still got another one to go.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. But
he's been sacked 67 times this year.
That's crazy.
Before we close the door on this season, please do me one quick favor. Follow directions on your screen. Go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, turn your notifications on so you know the next time that we are here, which will actually be next season. No, but
next year.
True. Two things can be true. We take like a week break from this thing, and then we come back at you with something brand new. We are
Yes,
going
sir.
to be Audible Reacts. We're gonna be reacting to random stuff. We'll take recommendations, man. Hit us on social medias. I see them scrolling at the bottom of the screen. If you want us to react to something, we will do it. Please don't pick this game. Don't we don't want to go through that again. But we will react to anything else except politics and the Seahawks Bears game. But,
Or anything to do with the White Sox.
yeah. Other than that, man, catch us tomorrow night on the regularly scheduled Audible Sports Podcast with Sports Beats Life and Culture, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. And, we appreciate all the love and support, everybody for tuning in and staying up late with us, Tonight we got an early one. Thank God, because I don't know what we would have did having to stay up late talking about this nonsense.
Boy,
But
that was-
man, that would have been, bro. Jokes on us.
This is why I wanted to be on in the fourth quarter because of this. Because I knew it was going to be a train wreck.
Oh. For myself,
Trey Records, what you got?
yeah. Bar, Allen, paralyzed.
Jesus. When I expect royalty checks after this.
Hey, yo, that's
Hey,
Especially if you start trademarking that.
Allen paralyzed. Man, we will see y'all next season for football, and we will see y'all in about 2 weeks for live reactions, man.
Go Sun Devils. Go Sun Devils.
Peace. And protect Caleb Williams, man. Get that man some help.